Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Hear
Can
you,
y'all hear me?
sissy. Hey.
I guess they can't. I might need to fix this camera. I got to point down on these boxes.
Hey, everybody in the chat. What sissy's fixing, or
Oh,
can you hear me?
how about now? Y'all had the camera point down on some boxes. Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you, sis. Can you hear me?
Hey, everybody, I can't hear you, sis. Oh, that's why I can't hear. How about now?
I can still hear you.
Oh, I can hear you now. Okay. How's everybody doing? How's
Hey,
everybody?
chat.
Chat and choose chat. Let's
Mhm.
see who we got up in the house. Miss Carice, new member. Thank you, girl. We appreciate it. Thank you. Talk sweet to Scorpio Goddess Latte. She says, good evening, y'all. Hi, Tangela Boo. How are you? Queen Dree, good afternoon to you as well, love. TT says, hi, everyone. Terry, evening, Miss White, and I'm chosen, and family. Familia. Gigi, good evening, ladies. Oh, lovely ladies. And beautiful chat family. Um, Angela, Sapphire Virgo, 2048, my fellow Virgo sister. Welcome. She says, hello, everybody. I'll have to catch the replay at work. All right. Some folks are speaking. Tangela says, my birthday is Wednesday. And all of my life, I lived as a Libra until I met Miss White and I'm chosen. They say I'm a Scorpio. How about that?
Scorpio gang. Hey, sis.
How about what's going on, sissy? I want
Girl,
to
I
make sure
can't
nobody
call it.
upset anything before we start. Special K in the house, Real Talk Vibe. Miss Rosanette up in here, Brown Sugar, Lonnie McGee. Make sure I ain't missing no video. Real Talk Vibes. I said that. Protect your peace. Hey, Miss Tabby. Roll Baby says, hey, Miss White, and I'm chosen just stopping by to show love. Hit that like button. We appreciate it. Thank you so very much, girl. Thank you. Thank you. And Special Case says, Miss White, and I'm chosen. Hey, beautiful queens. Likewise, back at you, beautiful. Okay, so, Sissy, how your week started? Big old Monday.
I ain't gonna go into it, but it's a thumbs up
Oh, I'm
because
so
I'm on this side of the dirt.
it could
It's
be
nothing
us, huh?
wrong with me. Yeah, it's nothing wrong with me. It's just something's been on my mind all day today. I came home from a doctor's appointment and literally got out the highway, sitting in the car, and this man walks across my car, no shoes on, feet just as dirty. He had this big comforter wrapped around him, and he's a white guy, but his hair was so matted and it looked like he maybe was dreading up or something, and he climbed over the railing, went under the bridge, and that just kind of like just put me in a little bit of a funk outside of today being my aunt sister's birthday, who I lost to breast cancer back in 2004. I'm doing good compared to the previous years. So, um, I'm grateful for everything. But I'm just still feeling, like why are people dying of cancer? And I know it's a cure in a lab. Why are people homeless and walking around with no shoes on? Like that's like it's been a challenge mentally. Well, let me not say mental, let me just say emotionally today. So, but other than that, I'm happy to be here present with you and our chat family. You know, we can get into some
Likewise, me
things.
too. I had to go to the doctor today, and on my way to the doctor, I said, you know what? I'm about sick of all this mess with Amber. I said,
Mm,
we working on a household project. In the fall, we pack up the summer clothes and bring out the winter, vice versa. And
Right.
I'm in the middle of that. But I said, you know what? That's gonna have to wait because
Yeah.
I'm just. Hi,
You
Tony.
over it?
Thank you for coming in. I'm just trying to get an understanding, huh, about this thing with Amber. I'm just really trying to get an understanding. Listen, I would love if some of the people who had these big problems with Amber would come and join us. This is a place of peace. Where you'll be treated equally and fairly. If you, because I know y'all in the chat, because we got more people than we've ever seen before. Okay,
Mm.
so uh, we need to get an understanding because if you notice on the thumbnail, it is apparently two different Ambers, one that I know and one that they know. And I'm
Yeah.
trying to come to an understanding because all I hear is Amber, 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 and some more Amber, and then Amber again. They get quiet, and then it's Amber, 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 Amber. And I also, a twofold, put two different Ambers up because in one moment, she's this big, fat, sloppy, nasty, stinking, nobody ain't got no edges, whatever, all they say. But in the second breath, she's controlling and she's running everybody, and everybody's under her thumb. I need for it to make sense because I don't see nobody in the real world that has that kind of influence over people who don't have their shit together. Right? So we gotta pick one. Is she gonna be this no good for nothing big fat slob?
With no
Or she
edges.
or is she gonna be this controlling manipulator who has everyone under her thumb? Yeah, it has to make sense. Which one is it? And I'm not trying to bash anybody. I'm not trying to fight with nobody. I just want to understand it because the Amber that's being called out is not the Amber that I know. And maybe she's pulling wool over my eyes. So if you know something that I don't know, please enlighten me. I think now is the time. I think
Sis,
now is the time
sis, you got some money?
for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember, I had tapped in. I was doing something, but I had heard you on Amber's panel. I forget who you was addressing, but I remember you saying you will pay somebody something if they can tell you an instance of you being messy. Like, I want to know if you got some money because I want to spend it. I mean, like Amber has already said she'll take, the credit if you want to call her messy. But I want you to offer some cash to somebody to come on our panel and tell us why is Amber a big fat motherfucking bitch? Why Amber is a control freak? Why Amber just what did she do? Like, name something that she specifically did to someone who didn't do anything to her first. You know, that's where I'm at with it. Like, that's why I asked if you had some money because I really want to know because I love Amber and I, I see a person that has come a long way. I see a person that told her story and said she came to YouTube because she was forced off of Facebook and she had to defend herself because she was being bullied and harassed on Facebook. And then when she came to YouTube, the same thing. You know, I've heard her many a days, many a lives defending herself, you know. And so it's like people are spinning this narrative that Amber is the shit starter, when I think what Amber is doing is just basically calling you out on your shit. It's a difference between being a shit starter and somebody calling you out on your shit for what you're doing to that person, you know. So that's why I said, do you got some money? Because maybe money can get somebody on the panel that can actually come tell the truth, you know, for once, so me and you can stop being dumb. Maybe Amber is pulling wool over our eyes. Maybe we really don't know this person that we have come to love and adore, you know. Same with you, you know, it's like, maybe do I need to know something? What did you do something? You know, you being called Miss White, the messy mentor, you know, can somebody come tell us, you know? You'll be
Let me
respected. I'm not gonna pull no wig off. I ain't got my wig on today. So, you know, I'm not gonna yell. I just wanna know.
let me also say that Amber's not a part of this live. She has nothing to do with this. It's me wanting to know. Like, I want to know. I want to
Hmm.
know because
Me too.
I hear it so much. I see it so much. I'm baffled. Now, please don't misconstrue me asking this question as me not knowing of Amber doing anything. So please don't think that I'm that naive. First off, please don't think that I'm that naive because I'm not a naive person. I know Amber has done things. I know Amber will do things. I know that there's things in the future to come that Amber's going to do. Okay? So be not dismayed in believing that I think she's this innocent person. Because we know she'll tell you. Now, one thing that I haven't seen her do, sometimes I hear things said and I say, Am, did you do that? And she'll say, Yes, Miss White, I did. And why you do that? How would you know? Then she'll go into why she did it. Okay.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna say 8 out of 10 times I see why she's done it. It's sometimes I just completely don't agree at all.
Hmm.
And I let her know
Right.
that.
Hmm.
But it's to my understanding that whatever happened last night is now Am's fault. Um, I need for it to make sense. I hear you're following the big fat um M&M twins and all of this other stuff. And I just want some understanding. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be funny. I want somebody to help me. Because if I need to cut Amber's ass off, I ain't got no problem with it. Okay? I don't. But I need an understanding. I'm going to drop the link. Um, for those who, again, y'all, I'm fair. I'm not cutting nobody off. I'm not shutting nobody down. You respect me. I respect you. Um, I want to know because I'm just confused as to how somebody with all these negative flaws that are thrown out has that much control. Now, y'all, let's go back into the real world and tell me how many people you know with the descriptions that Amber has been
Yeah,
given
they can't comprehend.
be
All right.
able to control people or influence people that way. Because typically, most influencers are cute. Okay, some are slim, some are not, just a preference. They got their shit together because who wants to be influenced by someone who's uninfluenceable? First off, okay, so that's what I'm trying to understand. Um, I just needed to make sense because it's just not adding up.
Miss White, Hey,
Yes, ma'am.
everybody on the panel. Hey, sissy.
Hey, Auntie. Hey, Auntie.
Oh, Miss White, what you want to know, baby?
Mm, I'm just trying to find out who Amber is. What is she doing and who is she? Because I know one Amber, okay? But then I'm being told and heard of so many other things that I'm not
Well,
aware of. That
last
in one
night,
sense, go
last
ahead.
night, Amber did not have anything to do with that. Amber was in the bed sleep. She was in the bed sleep. I was on Amber Live last night. Amber got off the live, say, I'm going to watch some movie. No, let's see. Say she was going to watch movies. Amber was going to sleep. Amber was not in them lives last night. I was. And Amber was not there at all. Felicia kept bringing her name up. Amber got something to do with this. Amber got something to do with this. No, Amber ain't had nothing to do with none of that, Miss White. She didn't have anything to do with that.
So why is her name coming up in it now?
Felicia, Felicia, Felicia pulled that girl name in there. Man, I tell you, Miss White, I'm telling you the honest God truth. Amber did not have nothing to do with none of that last night at all. I went in on Fifi on Felicia and told her to keep Amber name out of her mouth because Amber ain't got nothing to do with that. None of this mess went on yesterday. Amber ain't had nothing to do with that. You know, I'm gonna tell you she did or she did. She did not have no hands in that. Don't let nobody come tell you she did, because she didn't. In no shape, form, or fashion, she did not. That woman was asleep last night. She woke up this morning and everybody must was texting her and all of that there. But that woman was asleep last night. She was tired. I can say that. She was not. She was not. I'm not gonna let nobody tell no lie on that girl. She
Well,
did not.
even in addition to last night, it just seems to be a common thing. If it's something going on,
No,
um,
that she keep putting Amber name in it because she think Amber was the one doxed her. And she keep putting Amber name in it, and she keeps saying that she got paperwork on Amber. But Amber is not messing with that girl. Amber ain't said nothing about that woman. Period. Don't let
Has
no shit.
anybody ever seen Amber like put somebody's address up on the internet?
Man, that girl Felicia put her own address up there last night. Her own address, apartment number, and gate number.
Say
She
what
did
now?
that. Felicia put her address, her apartment number, and the gate number to get in the gate on live last night.
Mm.
Amber ain't did nothing. That's hard. That's Felicia and Feet going at it.
okay, so that's last night, but we hear it all the time. Not just last night. Like it's just like
Miss White, don't let nobody get in your
it's
ear
like
about that
pre-made
girl. That
sticky
girl
notes.
ain't doing nothing.
It's like pre-made sticky notes with Amber name already on it. So every time something happened, they just grab a sticky note
And put
and
Amber
slap it
name
on.
on it. That's what they doing to her. That's what they doing to her.
Mm.
That's what they doing to her, Miss White. Don't let them the con don't let these supporters get in your ear about that girl. That girl ain't did none of that. Her name just coming up because that's who Felicia always calling her name. That girl ain't said nothing even about her. She said, I ain't saying nothing about her. I don't even want to talk about her. That girl, she ain't doing nothing this way.
That's what I kind of was like really because I mod for Amber, and I can't even remember when Amber has went back and forth. Like I've been enjoying the content,
I think
whenever yeah, I haven't heard Amber say
about about three about 3 weeks. I want to say 2 to 3 weeks. Emma ain't even been on that mess. Period.
yeah.
Emma been just going along with her chat and just conversating about any and everything. That girl ain't been saying nothing about them over there. She ain't said nothing about them. That girl, Felicia, she want Amber. She want to get Amber locked up.
But
She want to
why
get
though?
Amber.
Like what did Amber do to her? Like what did she do to her that she want Amber locked up?
She is just, she, everything that goes on, she always harbor. Amber did it. Amber did it.
Mm. So
And
basically just using Amber like kind of like an scapegoat, or from what I'm listening to you, it sounds like she's angry at somebody, and the person she's angry with, she would rather take it out on Amber than the actual person that she's really mad at about
what
something.
what it boils down to was them pictures that man put out there. And she thought Amber
Mm.
put them out there. You remember
Yeah,
the pictures going around? You remember the pictures?
mhm.
I've
We got
heard of
over
the
50
picture.
people that's in the bushes, so I can only assume because you didn't hit the like button or you're not commenting that um you're one of a part of the people who think Amber's messy. And I would like to hear from somebody. Like, I'm not being nasty, I'm not being rude, because I need some convincing. And I just
Yeah.
need an understanding
Yeah.
because I
She,
do support Amber. And if I'm sowing my seed on bad ground, I need somebody to help me understand it.
Miss White, you not, you not from sister to sister, Miss White. I'm telling you, that girl ain't doing nothing. If I'm saying this, and you know how I was about her, you
Because
feel
yesterday,
me?
from what I'm hearing, that was deep. That was serious. Like,
Mhm.
and those are the kind of games that people shouldn't be playing. And if somebody can show me or prove to me that Amber had a part in that, then I'm ready to hear it.
And if
I'm ready.
anybody come up here and say anything, I'm gonna rebuttal them because I know for a fact they got to show me proof that that girl ain't said nothing about nobody. Period. You know, she just, man, that girl is bitter over there, and she keep hollering Amber name.
Now,
I heard it
I'm
last night. I heard she called Amber name about 50 times last night in her life.
mm,
I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna get her. I know she got something to do with it. Amber can't control Fee. Fee her own woman.
yeah, I understand that too, but I mean, I'm just trying to understand. Yes, Summer, you may. Um, I'm just trying to get an understanding. Like, I just really need to know. I I
She
don't
ain't
know
did.
who Summer is, but you are welcome. But listen, just please come with respect. I want to be treated the same way that I treat other people. Okay.
Okay, so since you letting Summer up, so Summer she was in these Melissa Steve's chat
Um,
earlier,
I'm gonna
and
also I'm gonna also let Amber up. No fighting, no fussing, no cussing, big. Because I'm gonna
No,
mute you
she,
now. I'm gonna mute you because we're gonna keep going with this. Okay.
yeah,
Hey, boo.
one at a time.
Hey, hi. I've come to say, how is the girl Summer gonna tell me that I wasn't asleep last night when I was asleep when all of this was going on? When I ended my life, I went to bed. You don't know. Then on top of that, Just because I went live, so what? I went live. Everybody go live when they want to. Felicia go live when she get good and ready to. It to antagonize, provoke, and do everything else. She just ain't want nobody to know that somebody pulled up on her. She didn't want her supporters to know.
Okay, I'm gonna let her up. Y'all, let's keep it cute, okay?
Hi, yes. Amber was the one that started the lie. She said something about Retta told y'all to stop, I guess, speaking on certain things that someone going to pull up. Amber allowed Miss Fee on her platform. That's how everyone knew that Miss Fee had somebody come to Felicia's door. Am I correct, Amber?
No, because if you was live, I mean, if you was in Felicia's
Yes, you
live,
did.
if you were, no, but what I'm saying is you're not correct, because on Felicia's live earlier and on
We're
Miss
talking
Fee
about
live
yesterday.
earlier,
We're talking about
they were both
yesterday.
live at the same time. That's how I knew somebody pulled up. But
But
y'all was
Amber,
just
how
watching
did
her.
everybody know? But how did everybody know that Miss Fee sent somebody to Felicia's house? It was because of your live. Your live started it.
Okay,
See,
Well,
hold
see,
on,
put
y'all.
that
we
on
Hold
my
all
on,
knew
life.
on this side.
hold
I'm
on,
sorry that y'all
y'all.
Master ain't tell y'all, but we all knew on this side, boo. Y'all Master just ain't tell y'all, but we
That's
knew.
right.
But
That's
but
right.
what
Okay,
I'm trying to get you to understand is, do you see how you
No, no,
are
no, no,
is
no.
that
That's to you and your people, baby. That's to you and your people. I can go live and do whatever I want to. Could I stop Felicia from going live about me and putting my mama and putting my
so
brother's
Felicia?
address up
So
in about me? No,
so
I
Amber,
couldn't.
so Amber, you didn't have Miss Fee's son on your live as well, talking junk about everybody. You did it.
And I don't care.
But that's what I'm
That's him.
saying. That's why
That's
people
him.
blame you for everything, because you are in the center of a lot of this mess. That's your platform.
It don't
But
You have
matter.
Summer,
created all this
but
mess with
Summer,
your, ma'am.
but
I'm sorry.
Summer, but hold up, Summer. One thing about it, and two things for sure. Emma ain't got no control on what
She
somebody say
she
out their
does
mouth.
have control over her platform. Yes, she does. Yes,
Hey,
ma'am, she
if they
does.
want to talk
She
about
has
Felicia,
control
if they
over her
They
hold
can
on.
talk about who
platform.
they want to,
Want to
man,
talk
on their
about, baby? I don't
platform.
rock with Felicia, and I don't care if he ever talk about her. She's not my friend. That bitch disrespected me in the worst way. Do you think I give a fuck? No. Who the fuck is
okay,
she?
okay, y'all. Hold
Emma,
on. I got a
Emma, check,
question. I got a
Emma, check.
question now.
Yeah,
Hold on,
check.
y'all. I got a question. Now, my question is to Summer. From what I'm understanding so far, what you're saying is that Amber did a live and it said, didn't Retta tell y'all this would happen? I can't remember the words, but somewhere along that line. So, what you're telling me now is that based off the title of her live, you feel like Amber already knew prior to, and she was letting everybody else know, from based off what you saw from that live. Is that what I'm understanding at
What
this point?
happened?
Yes, ma'am. And that's how a lot of
Okay.
stuff is started, because it happens on Amber's platform.
Okay,
Now, is it?
I have a
Are we
question when you're done, sister.
okay? Now, are we sure? Because this live that Amber put up happened after the situation. Yes or no?
No, it happened before. I think that's how everybody knew that Miss Fee sent someone to Felicia's home.
Okay.
And,
So
and
you're saying
Amber can
that?
contest to that because she deleted the live. Like, where's the live, Amber?
The
Okay.
The
live ain't
reason
So
why
deleted,
she
baby.
deleted the lie,
No, no,
the,
no, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. The live ain't deleted, but it ain't none of their motherfucking business where it's at. Can I tell y'all how to
Yeah,
run
it is
y'all
everybody.
motherfucking platforms? Don't come questioning me about my
I'm
shit. The
not
live ain't
cussing at you,
deleted.
sweetheart. I'm not cussing. I'm not yelling
yeah,
at you.
Amber,
I'm
you're
talking to
gonna
you
have to
like
bring
a
it down.
like a
You're
person.
gonna have to bring
Yeah.
it down. You're gonna have to. Now, Summer, I want to say, I was on that live that Amber was on. I
Mhm.
wasn't. I was listening. I was a part of that live, and the way I took the live, and you can let me know where I'm wrong at.
And
I
hold
don't
on,
have
Miss
a
White. I
problem with
also
that.
gotta stop you. That was the second live. That was the second live. I mean, that
Okay.
mm-hmm,
it was the first one was when somebody came early that morning. Let's correct that.
mm-hmm. Because he came in the daytime, and she thought he came at night.
But let's be clear, nobody came anywhere. That's number one. But number two, Amber,
Hmm.
you
Okay,
put
you
out
that's a
like
damn
you
lie. How do you
nobody
know?
came. No, but how would you feel if somebody comes to your house, Amber? Let's talk about that. How would you feel if somebody comes
First
to
of
your
all,
house?
I ain't sent
No, it's
nobody
not
to
first of
nobody's
all. How
house.
would you?
Hold on.
You said
First of
how would
all,
I
sum
feel?
up.
Okay, hold
Sum
on.
up.
Let me answer this for her. You said how would I feel? I was doxxed plenty of times. Anybody could come to my house because of Amora and Felicia, and she doxed my elderly parents. She put my mother up. Man, fuck you.
Okay. Summer.
Mm-hmm.
So did somebody go to her house or no?
I don't think
Because if
so. Me
nobody
personally,
came,
I
I'm
think
kind of
somebody's lying, but
now I'm even more confused.
I think it was just put out there so people, I guess, on Brianna's side, I guess, could be scared. I really don't think it happened.
See,
It's just
sum
that,
up. See, you don't even know
You
what you're
don't even
talking
know what
about.
really
ma'am, I'm
happened.
not
You
being
just coming
rude.
up saying you think. You don't
No,
even know.
they asked a question, why do
Y'all, we
everybody
have to
think
let her
that you
finish.
start stuff, Amber? And I'm telling you why. You do a lot of stuff on your platform and you hide your hand. You start a lot of crap and
Now
you know
you're
you
lying
do.
because I don't hide a
Yes, you
motherfucking thing.
do.
No, the fuck
Just
I
like you
don't.
hide,
I'm
you
the
hid the live. You hid the live. Where's the live? Play the live.
The live ain't got nothing to do with this, baby.
Okay, hey, Summer, how do
That
we
ain't
know
got
that to
nothing to
be
do
true?
with why this
How do
bitch
we
woke
know?
wait a minute now. Hold up. Why did Felicia wake up saying I chose
Every time I meet this
to be
girl,
on bullshit today? Ask that. Why did she wake up saying that?
wait a minute. Say that again, Amber. I missed that. What happened?
Ask her why did Felicia wake up, do a post saying I'm going live on YouTube and bring that bitch fee with y'all. Then did her live and said I woke up on bullshit. I woke up on bullshit.
Okay, Am, stop and let her answer. Can you
But
answer
I
that
have a
for us,
question, Amber.
Summer?
What does Miss Feet of
Hold
Felicia
on,
have to
Summer.
do with
Let's
you?
answer that
What does
question
it have to do
first,
with
and then we
you?
go to your question.
And what do
Because
I
What
that's
was
how
have
the
to
we do
do?
that.
question?
And
What was
what
the
do I
question?
have to do with you?
What was her question?
She
Well,
asked,
Miss White said that you wasn't gonna be a part of the live, sweetheart.
She
That
didn't
is
say
not what
that.
Miss White
Yes,
said. That
she
is not what
did.
she said.
hold
She
on, let
said
me
She
I
tell you
didn't
what
said,
I
have
said.
nothing.
Hold on, y'all, because I can speak. Let me tell you what I said. I said Amber had nothing to do with this live, but I only found it fair that if I was going to let people speak about her, that she had the chance to rebuttal. But I'm struggling because y'all want to go back and forth. So the way
but
we
Amber
debate
just has to take
is
accountability. Like she really,
okay,
she's an
and we're getting to
adult.
that, Summer. But listen, we're debating at this point. So she asked the question. I expect for you to answer that question and then ask her your question.
What
Could
was
you
the
do that?
question? Yes, ma'am. What was the question?
My question was, she asked, why did Felicia go live? And I'm using her name, but Felicia, I'm not talking about you, dear. I don't have a problem. Okay. She said, why did Felicia go live and say, I'm on that type of time today? Or what was it, Am?
She did a post and she said live on YouTube and bring that bitch fee with y'all. Then she went live and said I woke up on bullshit today. I woke up on bullshit today. I woke up on bullshit.
Okay, maybe she just wanted to get stuff
Okay, so
out the
answer
chest.
that
That
for us
still
and then
doesn't.
ask your question, Summer.
Maybe she just wanted to speak how she feel, but that doesn't mean that you should send somebody to her house.
Who?
Okay.
Amber did not send nobody to that young lady house.
I didn't say that, ma'am. I didn't say that. I didn't say it. I didn't. I didn't say Amber did that.
And just like
That's
And
not what I'm
Felicia wanted to
saying.
go live and say that, I wanted to go live and say, didn't we tell y'all to quit picking? That's why.
But you get
Anything
why you're
else?
in it though. That's why
That
you
kiss
have
my
something
ass.
to do with it though.
but
That's why you
Summer,
have something to do with it.
Felicia don't never had nothing to do with nothing. She provokes all day long, motherfucker. What?
Oh.
Okay, and
Well,
we
Miss White, I
questioning
came up. I said how I felt. I
asking a
just
question, guys. Listen, we are asking a question and we are answering questions. Okay, come on, let's we're not gonna get nowhere arguing. We are not. We're gonna ask a question. We're gonna answer questions, and we're gonna be respectful to everybody on the panel. Okay, that's how we're gonna do this. But I want to come to a resolve. I understand that everybody's not gonna have the same understanding at the end of this live. But if we can each one teach one, at least get through to somebody, this is where we need to be. Okay.
Miss
So
White, I got all the
yes,
recordings. I got all the recordings.
no, you
oh,
don't.
okay.
I bet you I do.
You don't. You don't.
I
I
got two
bet you
more
I do.
people
Now
waiting.
how you gonna tell her she don't?
Okay.
I have two other people wanting to come up, but before they come up, I have to be fair and let Miss
I'll get
Summer ask
down.
her question that she had to ask. No, ma'am, I got plenty of room, okay?
Okay.
I want you to now ask your question that you wanted to ask prior to.
Okay, Amber, what do you have to do with Miss Fee and Felicia? Why did you feel the need to go live
She
yesterday
wanted to touch
and
on
tell
that or whatever.
everyone
I just
that
wasn't
Miss
in the space
Fee
at that
sent
moment,
somebody to
y'all.
Felicia's home? What
My
did that
neighbor
have to
pulled
do
up
with
on
you,
me.
I
Amber?
hear her.
I did. I wish I could.
Hold on. I couldn't hear her.
I'm
I
sorry.
said,
I
what?
would just
I
be
have
a crash dummy to even come through our gates.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Mute. I couldn't hear her.
I got it. Go ahead and
Go ahead.
ask the question again, Summer.
I
My
said,
apologies.
what did you have to do with Miss Fee and Felicia yesterday? Why did you feel the need to go live and put that on your platform? Why?
Why did I feel the need?
Mm-hmm.
The
Why?
same reason why Felicia do what she do and pick, and the same
But we're
reason
not
why.
talking about. We're talking about
Ma'am.
you, sweetheart. You're
Ma'am,
grown.
you
We're
can't
talking
tell
about
me. Now
you.
she trying to
What
tell
did
me how
you
to
have to do
answer.
with that? I don't care
Oh
nothing about
God!
you.
Now
What
you
did
trying to
you
tell
have
me
to
how
do with
to
that?
answer my question. You can't tell me how to
Okay, go
answer.
ahead. Go ahead.
Do Felicia have
She got
anything
beef
to
with
do with?
Amber.
Do Felicia
No,
have
I
anything?
don't. I don't
Do
know.
Felicia have anything to do with Tamika and Latoya in their case? But she still go live and be messy about their motherfucking case, right or
Yeah, but this
wrong?
is about you, sweetheart. I asked, what did you have to do with
I'm
Miss Fee and
telling you
Felicia?
why. This
Why
is
did
why
you
I
feel
did
the
it.
need to go live yesterday? Why did you? And you question why everybody keeps blaming you for stuff. Why did you feel the need to tell everybody that? Why did you feel the need to have her son on your platform bashing everybody? Why do you do things on your platform but question why everybody blame you for
So you're
everything?
not gonna judge. You're not
Why?
gonna accept. You're just not gonna
Why?
accept my answer, are you?
Because
Okay,
you're
hold
blaming
on.
everybody
Hold
else.
on,
You
Amber.
should take accountability, Amber. You
Hold
are
on.
grown,
Can
baby.
I
Leave
Summer.
her
please say
alone.
this? Can I just say this? I'm gonna give her the
Yes.
answer that what I already said, and because I am the boss of that platform, and because I pay StreamYard every month, and because I can do what the hell I want to do. Now that's your answer, okay, boo?
Okay. Now hold on, because I want to say something, guys. When we're getting to a resolution, we cannot first scream and yell at each other. That's number one. Uh, I don't know which one is more important, but secondly, we have to operate off facts. Okay, we cannot operate based off how we feel or what we think. We can only operate on facts. Okay, not how we feel about something, not what somebody else said. We have to be able to operate off the facts, okay? So let's keep that in mind. Not now I want to ask some of this, and then I'm gonna let some more panelists up as well. I want to ask you, Summer, have you ever been in a beef throughout this saga with anyone?
I just see what's no. I
Have you
just
been
see
in a
what's going on. Mm-mm.
okay, have you been in a beef with anyone in this saga?
No, ma'am. Mm-mm.
Okay. Have you attacked anyone in this saga?
No, ma'am.
And you have not been attacked.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now I want to say this, and it's not me taking sides, so please don't think this. And I'm gonna say this because I have been attacked. Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
have been attacked, and I don't get up there and do the back and forth and all of that. But I will say this, love. There is no greater feeling than seeing somebody get retribution that has been on your neck. There's no greater feeling. When you sit back and you don't have to do nothing, and God work that stuff out for you, you just sit back. And I've been trying to teach Amber that you don't have to handle things. Just sit back and watch how things play out sometimes. And I don't know if that's what she was feeling, but I can only assume that she was like, well, look what we have here type thing. Now I could be wrong because we haven't discussed it. But I know that's how I would feel, okay? And that's just a statement. It don't make nothing left, right, front or back. But until you walked in somebody's shoes at that angle, it's going to be hard to have an understanding for that. I'm gonna let some more panelists up. If you got a question or rebuttal to that, Summer, help yourself, okay?
Okay.
But Summer, I have a question for Summer. Why do you
Uh,
feel the need to get up here and say Amber did this and Amber did that when she just had a normal panel like everybody else yesterday? Everybody just was up there and we was talking mess. We was talking mess throughout the whole thing. It wasn't even just about her. Fee was on live and Felicia was on live. They was on live together because Felicia was listening to Fee live and Felicia was calling that woman every name but the child of God. And this woman had said nothing to her.
Hey
And then
everyone.
can I? Hey, Krisha, what's going
I
on,
missed
everybody
it.
on
Well,
the
I
panel?
wasn't. Go
What's
ahead.
going on? What's going on, Queen? Hey, Amber. Um, my question, Krisha, go ahead. I'm gonna let you go because you go ahead.
Okay, I'm
Go
gonna
Okay,
ahead,
share real
hold on
Krisha.
quick
before
because
you
I'm
go, Krisha.
sneaking.
I'm not sure how many people on the panel heard what we said before, but we're
Oh,
not
I
gonna
heard you.
yell, scream, curse, or demean anybody. Listen, Miss Summer is a G, because there's a whole lot of people over here, and she holding
Okay,
her
well,
ground. And we want to
I
keep it
don't even.
respectful,
I'm
okay?
not even coming with that energy, honestly.
Okay,
Miss
thank
Um.
you.
White, hold on, Krisha, real quick. Miss White, before I'm gonna let you go, Krisha, but I just gotta say this. I just have to, and it's respectfully. But the question that I have real quick is how can someone um ask for or demand, whichever word you want to use, that accountability be taken by a person who is not the culprit? So for the first falsehood that the first inaccuracy that was made by Miss Summer was that everybody found out about somebody pulling up at Felicia's house through Amber. That's false. Early in the morning, Queen Fee, that's what she called herself, she went live first. And then Miss Fee, she then went live in response and they were going back and forth. Everybody watched that exchange and everybody saw what happened in that exchange and everybody saw that somebody was going to pull up from that exchange. Amber and several other content creators went live about that exchange. So my question is, why should Amber take accountability for two other women's situation? That's just all I want to know.
I
facts
think it's because, like
are
I said, she shared it on her platform. I
I
think
ain't
that's
sure.
why they blame, like, people blame Amber for everything, because she could have chosen not to. Opal, why you didn't do it on your platform?
Why did I not do
Alexis,
what?
why you didn't
What
do it on?
on?
Why you didn't? I'm just asking the question. Why you didn't share it on your
You
platform?
got to let me answer the question.
Okay,
Why didn't I share what on my platform?
the fact that Miss Fee sent a man to Felicia's home.
Because I don't share stuff like that on my platform. It's my platform and I
May
chose not
I ask
to.
why? May I ask
Because I
why?
didn't want to.
Why?
Did someone go to her home or no?
I don't share. Let me
I
answer the
don't think
question
so,
real
but
quick,
that's
Miss
it's
White.
put
But
out
I don't share a lot of stuff on my platform.
And
because
me
it's
and
That's
Summer
true.
is
drama
two
filled.
different people.
I also don't share people's addresses on my platform.
That's something that Amber has partaken in as well.
And that's something
Okay.
that the person that you up here defending has
I'm not
partook
defending
in as well.
anybody. I'm not am I Miss White?
Summer,
You just
whose
asked a
address
question
did
Okay.
I
about
put up?
Amber.
Summer, whose address did I put up?
Amber, really?
Who's
Girl. All your
tell
fake
me who?
pages.
Tell me
Amber.
who?
All
Tell me
your fake
who?
pages. You even have your son involved in this mess. You do.
Say what?
You even have your son
Okay.
involved in
Don't go
this
back and forth
mess.
with her, Amber.
My
So am
son
I
is
lying?
involved?
If it
So you
don't
don't
fly
have
with
your
Because
just
son
it's
making
just
fake
really,
don't.
pages for
it's
you.
Mm-mm.
So you
Miss
don't have
White,
your son
to
Wait a
making
me,
fake
minute now.
pages
She
for
said,
you.
wait. What about my motherfucking son?
You heard what I
Oh
said.
No,
shit.
the fuck I didn't, bitch. What the
You
fuck you
heard what I
said, bitch?
said.
What
You
the
Hold
fuck
heard
on.
what
you
I
said,
said.
bitch?
hold on,
Summer,
Miss White, go
Summer,
ahead and mute them,
Summer,
Miss
you
White.
are
So,
you are
Miss White,
misinformed.
do you see how disrespectful these people come up here and get, and then as soon as they get a response, they do that gaslighting stuff and try to play calm while Amber is snapping because they know that she's reactive. So,
Okay.
Amber, when you hear
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that, what you need to do moving forward is just understand that that's being done for you to respond.
Mm-hmm.
and
So
Okay.
that
Right,
a
I
facts.
point
want
can,
to.
so that
right.
a point can be proven. Oh, see, I told you that's how Amber was. So when you know that you not don't have your son and stuff, so you know that. So you don't have to
Exactly.
respond to stuff like that.
Exactly. Exactly.
But see,
And to
Queen,
So,
what?
piggyback
Can
off
you
of
give me
that,
an instance of
why
her
why
son
why
being
are you
involved?
taking your information, Summer, and not fact checking? Why do you take information and not fact check for yourself? And it's obvious that you watch Amber's lives. Like you don't support her, but yet you're watching
You're
everything
supporting
that
her.
she does. It doesn't make any sense to be a bone carrier and then be a bone carrier and carry back misinformation. It don't. We're too old for this. We're too old.
Okay,
so
Summer, can you give me an instance of her son involved?
I just think that
Oh, she said
she
instance.
does. Amber know that she involves her son. She knows that she do.
Wait
No,
a
I'm
minute.
asking
Hold
you
on.
to give
Hold
me
on.
an instance because
And
Motherfucker, give us
remember,
He
an
knows what
example,
she.
bitch. If you
what
can't give us an
Amber,
because
well,
example,
I'm
you
about
ain't
Amber,
to
finna say
leave.
nothing.
okay.
Amber,
Amber,
calm
Because
down.
Amber,
Calm
just
down.
calm down, baby.
Amber, your
Calm
Calm
down.
supporters
down.
know that you don't do that, sweetie. It's this is a trick of the enemy. It can't be nothing but a
um,
Amber,
trick of the
I
devil to
told
get
you
you out
what
of
I
coverage.
told you what the
So
play is,
no,
Amber, and you keep on falling for it. She can't even give you an
yes.
example. So why are you getting upset?
Well,
yeah.
can I have one example, please? Because I only operate off facts. So if you tell me Amber knows, but I need to know. So I need my memory to be jogged, or I need some kind of recollection, so I can halfway believe what you're saying.
She knows it's
Can you
true.
give me one instance?
Okay.
I'm not
She
asking
knows
for
it's
Amber
can I
You're
knows.
true.
say
We want to
saying
something
know
She
to
what
you're
knows
you
still
it's
not
know.
true.
giving facts,
But
Summer.
I'm
You're
not.
We
still not
want to know
giving
what
us
Let me
you
speak.
know.
facts.
I'm not here
hold
to
on.
defend anybody. Miss
Hold
White
on. Hold
asked the
on.
question. You guys asked the question about how do we feel about Amber? Why do we keep saying that Amber is the issue? Out here speaking, like you're not gonna change my
But you're
opinion. That's
not.
just
But you're
how
not
I
speaking
feel.
facts.
It's how I feel.
But you're
So
not speaking
Alexis,
facts.
your sister don't
So
have a lot of
okay, so
patience.
But that's
Miss
what we
White,
don't
Alexis,
want. We don't
your
want to
Miss
know how
sister
White.
you
do not have a
feel. We
lot of
want to
fake
know
patience.
facts.
Miss White.
Hello.
So okay,
Yes.
so Miss White, can I let me just real quick? So you asked the question and you said, well, not you, but well, yeah, you did. You said, well, how is Amber's son being involved in this situation? And so that's a
Mhm.
direct question. So if somebody
Right.
says that so if I say that I feel like you're doing something to me, or if I feel I'm gonna use say your child, Miss White, I feel like your child is being involved in this. The next question, obviously, to me would be, well, why do you feel that way? And if I have those feelings, I should have an answer, right? So I can't say I feel like your child is being involved in this. And when somebody says, okay, well, why do you feel that way? Well, you know why I feel that way. What is that?
Okay, so Amber, were you on live one time when you told your son to stop commenting on your page, your YouTube page?
Are
Amber,
you referring to the time he was playing on the phone as a child?
he
I'm
was
just
putting
gonna
stuff
say
in.
this.
I don't. You know what? Honestly, I don't even want to speak on a child. I
But you
apologize.
brought
I
it
even
up
brought.
though.
I
You should have left
apologize.
that
I
in the
even brought it up
background.
because
You
I
shouldn't
don't
have
even want
said
to
nothing.
speak on a
You
child.
shouldn't have
I
brought up
don't.
a child,
I
period.
don't. Well, I apologize. I
Uh-uh,
don't even
y'all.
want to
Well,
speak
Listen.
on her son.
speaking of
I don't.
children,
I don't
you
want to do it.
support someone that got on their panel
Yeah,
and hollered
you
out
don't
that
know
Robert
who I
Hampton.
support. You don't I never came up here and said
It's
I support
obvious, sweetheart.
anybody. I
It's
never came up here
obvious.
and said I support it. That's the thing. I can have an adult conversation. I
But you,
never
but you,
came up here and stated that I support anybody. You guys asked the question. I'm just answering your question. I never said I
But you don't
supported
support
anyone.
Amber.
yes.
It's clear you do not support Amber. So how do you know everything that
You
she's
guys
doing?
asked the
Because
question,
she's a
right? And I'm just
supporter.
answering it. I
Okay.
never came up here and said I
Listen,
support
guys. Listen.
anybody. We're
She
Listen.
a
adults.
bushwasher.
Once
I'm
they kneel on a question, once they go kneel on a question, y'all know what that is. So you have to take that for what it is. And then we move on to the next thing, because when they can't give you an answer, then we know what it is. We're all adults, okay? So
Facts.
the
I
next person, I think Prisha was waiting to have something to say. Prisha, is she there?
appreciate her picture of the rich.
Okay,
Hello,
Rich.
everyone. How's everyone?
Hi,
Hi,
baby.
Miss White. Hi, Miss. Hi, I'm chosen. How you guys? I just
Okay,
wanted
so
to come up real quick to say that it's an oxymoron. You can't tell someone what to talk about on their platform,
Bingo.
and then when they say, why am I being blamed? When the situation already happened before they even started talking about the situation. That's just like somebody going on, for instance, my sis Upper talking about breast cancer awareness and breast cancer, and then someone 2 minutes
Gets it.
later, they doctor called
Right.
them and say, "Oh, you have
Mm-hmm.
breast cancer." Upper, you
Yes.
you caused me to have breast cancer because you just talked about it.
Right.
That's kind of what
Right,
it sounds
Rich.
like you're
Right.
saying. So you cannot say what someone talks about on their platform, even if Amber did bring it to the table. If Miss Fee called her and say, "Yeah, this what happened," and Amber brought it to the table, that's Amber's platform. That's how Amber get down. No one is here to question it. And if Amber said, "Why am I always to be to blame?" Amber has had a target on her back from day one. They just took over this woman and just said, okay, because she looks like XYZ, we just going to make her the target. And
Mm-hmm.
Amber does not know how to just say F you and keep it moving. She's going to
Mm-hmm.
respond. She's very reactive to everything that someone says. So that's why it happens the way that it happened. No one knows. Like, even I didn't even know what was going on. I got on Reddit's panel this morning asking, hey, what happened? And I listened and I, hear, but I still don't know all the facts. No one knows all
Me
the
either,
facts,
Rich.
only
Mhm.
unless you were involved in that situation. So we can't sit up and say that Amber knew everything that happened. But she can get on her panel and discuss and give her opinion about what she feels about the situation.
Yeah, that's kind of where I wanted to chime in at, right there.
So that's all I needed to say. Y'all, I'm
Yep.
gonna keep
Okay.
listening in the chat here, and y'all have a good night.
You
See you,
too.
Rick.
Thank you for
Bye,
coming
Can
up,
I
sis.
just
Love
baby.
get
you,
this
sis.
in real quick? Is Summer still up here?
She is.
Okay. So I think the biggest problem in this whole entire thing is something that you mentioned. What did that have to do with Amber? What does this have to do with you?
Bingo.
But
What does this
honestly,
have to
y'all,
do with wait. What does this have to do? That's the problem. Everybody is minding everybody's business, but when somebody don't like somebody minding their business, then it's an issue.
yeah, I think the only thing is, I thought I was just simply coming up here
But
answering
that's a
why
general
I felt
question.
like Amber is the issue for a lot of stuff. That's just
Listen,
what I was. I'm not really sure where a lot of this is going. I never
I'm
came up
not
here and said
even
I supported anybody. I never did. I
I
never
never
said I
said
did not
that.
support
She
Amber.
dodging it. She don't
I
like
just think
Amber. She just
Wait,
did.
Lexus.
no,
I just
that's not
asked
true. I
you.
just think she needs to take
Okay,
accountability for certain
she
stuff.
has though.
That
She has for
no.
some
So
things.
you,
But
so
wait a
Creature,
minute.
you don't think that Amber
Wait a
is
minute.
messy?
Wait a minute. Amber's messy. She told y'all she was messy. But wait a minute. Um,
Huh?
here's my. She told y'all she was messy. That's what I said. So I mean, that's no
Yeah, that's her
secret.
nickname. That's her
That's
nickname.
No,
no
If
she
you
has
weren't
secret.
actually
aware.
said she's messy. I have said Amber is messy,
So,
but
but hold on though. I just asked you a generalized question. I didn't put no names in it. I didn't say you supported nobody. I just said the problem is everybody is minding everybody business. And if it has nothing to do with her, just like it has nothing to do with me, what does it have to do with you? Because you was up here saying, what if somebody comes to your house, Amber? What if this happened? Why does that concern you?
Why does it concern Amber?
What you cannot answer a question, and I
Yeah,
generalized
because
it
I
for
mean,
you.
I'm just what does it?
Amber
What
wasn't
is?
even in
No,
that. Amber
Yeah,
wasn't
you
even
don't
in
need to
that.
know what's
Amber just
going
said
hold
damn
on.
on. Let
words.
Like
me
you
hold
don't
on.
need to
Let
know what's
me.
going
I'm gonna
on.
explain
I really
why.
don't.
I'm gonna explain why it concerns Amber. Okay, and why Amber probably has more license to speak on it than you do, Miss Summer. The reason why Amber has a right to speak on this situation is because Amber has been in those shoes. So when you've been in a situation, I can relate to Amber because I also have been doxxed. My job has also been posted. My job has also been called and emailed, unprovoked by Miss Queen Felicia. So therefore, I understand how someone else would feel, and I think that Amber has always. Excuse me. I also know that Amber has experienced those things as well.
But
So when you
didn't
let
she
me
just
finish
speak
my
on?
point because I haven't
Okay,
landed the plane yet.
okay. Please land it.
So when you see somebody online crying, yelling, screaming, um, and outrage because something happened to them that they have done to others. It is my business, especially if you've done it to me. Because see, when you put my address online, or when you put my work address online, or when you put my parents' address online, you are putting me in a position to be violated or hurt. So now you feel how I felt when you shared my private information, and you have the audacity and the gall to go on your page screaming, crying, and complaining because somebody did something to you that you have done to others unprovoked. And you yelling to the rooftops that I've been ignoring this lady for 6 months when other people have been ignoring you for 6 months, and you have attacked them unprovoked. That's why Amber is speaking on it,
So
because
let me
Amber
help you
was
finish
attacked by
landing
the
this
But I
same
have a
plane.
question.
person.
So Amber
Amber
just
was
said
attacked
how
by the same person who is complaining
Because
about being attacked. So yes, she does have a right to speak
okay, I
on it.
have a question. So Amber last week wasn't talking about like bullying and if nobody's bothering you, why you keep bothering because nobody was bothering Amber. So why did she feel the need to say something? Because nobody was bothering Amber. Felicia didn't say nothing about Amber. So again, why did Amber feel the need to speak on the situation or
Well,
to
Because
some
advocate
of
to
her
be honest with you,
platform?
because it should have
She
been
just
spoken
spoke
on.
on this. She just
It
said she gonna,
definitely,
I was gonna
it
take her.
definitely. This is what because you asked the question, so I'm going to answer it. She hasn't said anything about me either. However, the point still, the purpose still stands, or the reason it still stands. You have to see, just like you came up here and you demanded that Amber take accountability for her actions. Well, we feel the same way. If somebody has done something to me, let's say this, Miss Summer. If somebody does something to you that's unjust, say somebody does something to physically harm you, right?
Mhm.
For no reason. Let's just say, right? And then that same person turns around and they're physically harmed in that same way. But when they're physically harmed, they make a huge ruckus about it and scream injustice. But then you sit back and say, well, wait a minute, didn't you do that to me? You're gonna want to say that as
Right,
a human being. So Amber's
right.
speaking out because she's watching somebody be outraged about something that they've done to others.
And it's the same. It goes in the same thing as Robert didn't do anything to a couple of these content creators, but he's been called pedos. He's been called bitch ass niggas. He's been called whores. He's been called this. He's been called that. He didn't do anything, but now he's made this song and says bitch, 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 bitch. Bitch. You know, now it's a problem. You see what I'm saying? And I don't want to assume, but you know, assuming makes you look like an ass. So I don't want to judge you harshly, Summer, but I'm taking from your dialogue that you are probably in your late teens, like maybe 18, 19, maybe 20, you
Huh?
know.
And you're
Um,
basing it off of
I,
what?
I'm basing that
Cause you
off
up
of
here
your
the way
trying.
ability
you
to
thinking.
comprehend what you're
Thank you.
saying, what's coming out of your mouth. It's like you have no understanding. You don't understand why Amber responds the way that she responds. Either you're just watching Amber only, or you actually support the people that have been bashing Robert for the last 2 years.
Well, that's what it is. And she don't like me. Because everybody knows that that woman over there that somebody showed up to her house has done came on the internet defaming and attacking people. People didn't even say nothing to her. Her first live was defaming Robert, saying that he was a child molester, yelling and cussing, bitch, and all this and
Exactly.
that.
Yes.
She went down the line
Yes.
talking about people. She posted my brother's address, my mama's address. I wasn't messing with Queen Fee. She
I have a
came fucking
question.
with me.
So Amber last week wasn't just saying that she want to get out of this. This needs to end. She tired
Okay,
of it. She
I
said
want to
as
speak
many
Look,
on this.
look,
business
can I
Can I
owners.
say
answer
She
something?
just
that?
wasn't saying
But
that about
why
you.
are you
And so
so
again, she
why?
insert
You so wrapped
herself.
up with
Miss
me.
White, Miss White, thank you for having me up. I'm gonna go ahead and drop down because I see this not going nowhere. I
Yeah,
appreciate
it's
you for having
not.
the
And see,
panel.
you guys
Y'all
want
have
to
a
see
good night.
Amber holds
I'm
herself
a, I'm
Thank
gonna
accountable.
answer that
you.
for her.
Nobody's
I'm gonna
gonna
answer that.
babysit her.
I'm gonna
You
answer that
don't
for
have
you.
to babysit me.
Okay,
You
there's a
need to
lot
Amber,
of people
motherfucking look
speaking
at
at
me.
Amber,
once.
you need therapy,
Amber,
baby. You
Amber,
need
There's a
Amber,
therapy.
lot of people
You need
speaking at
Amber,
therapy.
once. We are not gonna get anywhere.
Amber, stop yelling. I'm gonna answer that question. Yep, she did. She did that. She said she want to move on. She did.
And
But
then
guess
she
what?
insert
Wait,
herself in
wait,
more
wait, 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 wait,
drama.
wait, wait, wait,
And then
wait,
she
wait,
inserts herself
wait,
in more drama,
wait.
right?
And
Is
guess
that
what?
correct?
But guess what?
So I'm having a
Guess
hard
Can
time
you
what?
shut up
understanding
and
why.
let somebody
No,
talk?
I'm not going to
Damn.
shut up. I'm
Right, we
Can
not.
you
we
shut
fucking
up
see
and let
that.
somebody talk?
Miss White,
No,
Okay,
I'm
We
not.
all said
Mute
Miss
when we was
White,
up.
moving on and we was done,
Amber,
drop
bitch.
wait,
What
something,
part of it
please.
don't
Amber,
you
wait, mute
understand?
Amber, mute Amber. Well, hold on. I'm gonna let her just keep talking because obviously she can't have a grown person conversation like she said she could.
Can I say something?
Clearly.
Can I say something?
So at the end of the day, she
Okay,
did do
Felicia, go
that.
ahead.
But you know how many times the same thing that everybody, probably everybody on this panel that has a channel has said that. Okay, they
My
ain't stopped
point.
yet. Okay, and
Even the
on the
bitch
other
over there
side,
that sits and
same.
growl
Wait,
have
wait.
said.
Do you know how much? I could tell you, Amber gets on my nerves a lot of the times, and she knows that, right? Because we want her to stop, right? But at the same time, don't get up here just saying what one person do. You're focused on one person, and it's being done everywhere, and you're not trying to see that. And that's it. That's all. It's being done
Yeah,
everywhere,
that's
over here
true.
and over there.
That's true. Now, with that being said, Creature, hold that thought for a second. Are you familiar with me at all, Summer?
Seems like she just familiar with me.
For
Summer,
real.
did she leave?
It's almost like an
Mhm.
obsession right now.
Yeah, like everybody needs to just
And
mind
she
their
blaming
business.
Amber for everything. And the thing about it is, Felicia came out here doing X, Y, and Z to everybody first. She got to start taking. You want Amber to take accountability? Tell Felicia to take accountability. You dox people. You dox my parents. You dox me. You dox my sister. You dox my brother. Don't know these people from a can of paint, but you're
Lexus,
doxing
they
them.
doxed me because
They
of the
dox.
wrong
Yes, you know what I'm saying?
person.
And you got the
Because of
nerve to
the
sit
wrong
here and wonder
person.
why people went live about the situation, because it's been done to us. But see, the thing about it is, Felicia gave that open invitation to somebody to pull up and didn't think nobody was going to pull up, and somebody pulled her whole card. Now she want to play the fucking victim right now. And you can't play the victim when you have done this stuff to everybody. So before you get up here and telling somebody what they can and cannot do on their platform, create your own, get in this bullshit, get in the field, and see how it's done to you.
Did
Until
she
you
drop
had it
down?
done to you, you can't speak on it. You can't tell nobody what to do. What's
Let
messy,
me.
you talking about Amber's messy. What's messy is you coming on this platform right here, right now, questioning an adult about how she chooses to run her panel and what she want to speak about.
Well, I guess
Good.
she
I hope
dropped down.
she
Who
did
is
get
this
down.
inside? Who is
Good.
this? Oh,
She was
Summer. She's up here. Summer. She's here. Maybe she's doing
It makes
something
me
I'll give
feel
her.
like Summer is texting maybe one of her friends, or I don't
No,
know.
I don't know.
she
I think
screen
that
re-
everybody needs to
she
mind their
screen
damn
recording
business.
it and
Can you
sending it
hear
to
me, Miss White?
Felicia.
I've been trying to speak
Hmm.
for the longest. I thought that the live was about Amber. You guys wanted people to come up and speak their opinion on Amber, so that's what I thought I was doing. But I guess that's not what we're doing. So I'm just
no,
gonna
you're
drop
actually trying
down.
to tell her what she should do on
But
her
Now,
thank you,
panel.
Miss
Summer.
White. Thank you,
Summer.
Yeah,
This is Miss White. Summer.
ma'am.
Summer. First off, let me tell you, thank you for coming up. I
You're
really,
welcome.
really, really appreciate it. And I just want to
Nice.
give a little bit of clarity before you drop down, if I could.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Um, when they ask a question and then you rebut the question with an opinion, that's what kind of throws the topics all over the place. That's why I was asking if we could just stick to the facts of things that we know. Because when
Mm-hmm.
you start making assumptions, our minds start going everywhere because we're only assuming, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I asked, could we just kind of stick to the facts of things that we know
Yeah, and
to
that's
be
why I was
true?
speaking on the live that she did yesterday, the
No,
deleted live. That's
I
what.
was speaking on Amber in general. Like all the things that I've been hearing about Amber, 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 and you took it to um, what happened yesterday, which was an instant that you were referring to. So I don't want to take that away from you because I get where you were going. That was an instance that you were using, but there's been a plethora of instances that Amber's name is consistently brought up on. So that's where we were going. So that's why they're throwing things left and right, because they don't want you to take one instance and run with it. Does that make sense?
And you did understand that this took place yesterday before Amber went live. Was that made clear?
What took place?
Wait a minute. You did you just ask what took place?
Yeah,
And you
because I want to know. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to
but
her.
I'm talking to you
I just
because
want to.
you
So
was just
Miss White,
speaking
I'm about
about
to
the
sit down because
incident.
I like
So
to have
now all of a sudden
intellectual
you don't know what
conversation,
it
and
is. You got amnesia or
this
something.
is not serving me in no type of way. So
You
thank
shouldn't have came up
you.
here blaming Amber. That's what it is.
That's what she did.
You came up here to blame Amber for leaving
Okay, is
the
there
fuck up.
anyone else? Look, I know if somebody else got something to say, because we've never had 300 people in our chat at all. We can barely get 30. So I know it's somebody else that got something they want to say. So at this moment, I'm going to drop the link again because, yeah, Summer was kind of
I
stuck
know
on
one
yesterday, but
thing.
I just want to know.
Hmm, I'm about to start titling my lies as Amber. If it's gonna bring 300 people.
Miss White,
Mm-mm.
Miss White,
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, you gonna get monetized tonight if you ain't already here.
Yeah, we monetize. We just don't get a
Ooh.
lot of support. And look, let
Amber
me say
said
this,
she in
y'all.
the back, Miss White.
Why they 300 people on here? Let me say this. Y'all should come and join Chat and Chew, because look, we do giveaways, we have hot topics, and we have fun over here. But see, y'all wouldn't even know that because y'all so caught up on the saga. Okay,
Hey
y'all,
baby, y'all
out
do
of the 300
don't
people that's
forget that.
listening, y'all
Y'all
should
cool.
give us a try. Okay, but there's somebody said Amber is the clout, but let me say something that I heard the other day. We talked about it. That clout is poisonous, you know, and with clout, this is what comes along with it. But I was asking, like, and I still want to know, like, because if nobody else comes up, then I'm gonna start telling y'all some stuff that I know about Amber and that I know to be
mhm,
true, because I just don't operate off of thoughts, wishes, had beings. I only operate on facts. My brain is just set up that way. And
Miss
But Miss
White.
White, I
yeah,
wish you was on that live last night, because you would have been laughing like crazy.
Well, did she
I
ever
don't
answer
remember.
Creisha? Did the girl
She
ever
never answered
answer Creisha?
nobody's question.
Because
I
I
dropped
missed
the
it
link
because
for the
Lonnie
next
called me.
person who got a problem with Amber. Um, I remember when I used to be on Miss D Live, she used to run the ops out of her chat, right? And I used to always say, D, don't run them out, because how else are they gonna know the truth? If you run them out, they're only gonna hear things from one place. Their
Mm-hmm.
horizon is not enough. You remember that, Auntie? I used to say that all the
Yep.
time, because if they're
Mm-hmm.
getting all the information from one source, that's all they're gonna know.
Yep.
That's all
You
they're gonna
always
know, because
said that.
getting all your information from one source, you gotta be able to broaden your horizon. Um, you take what this person said, that person said, this person said, and you put it all together. D in here, she said, you did, Miss White. I used to say it all the time,
Mhm.
because you can't expect people to have a full understanding if they get. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Election in 2 weeks. If you turn on Fox News, you're gonna hear everybody praising Donald J. Trump and talking bad about
Mhm.
Kamala. If you turn
Yep.
to CNN, you're gonna hear everybody praising Kamala and talking bad about Trump. And it won't know. It's not until you change the channel before you will know what the opposition is really doing. You cannot get all your information from one source. And when I say one source, you got, I'm not meaning one person. When I say source, that source is a group of people who have the same common denominator, and that's hating one person.
Yep.
That's hating one person. So you can't use that source. You gotta be able to go around and pick from different sources to get some information. Because see, over here, one person might say she's the worst thing since sliced bread. Another person might say she's good as gold. And another person might say, well, she all right. So now you got to take the three and decipher between the three choices that you have, and not just the one that somebody gave you based off how they feel about a person. Because you can best believe the chats you sitting under are not saying nice things about her. Special Case said you got to be open-minded. Guys, I started following Amber based off, I used to sit in the Morris chat. And I will always hear the Eminem twins and, you know, all the things that they were saying. I'd be like, who are they talking about? Who is that? And my curiosity was aroused. So I wanted to know who she was. I asked D one day, I said, who are they talking about? Who they calling the Eminem twins? And, you know, she began to tell me. And I started listening in on my own. And the very first time I ever had an interaction with Am is when she let Bree on her panel and she went under attack. I got attacked that night, guys, okay? I got attacked that night. And I handled it a little differently, and I reached out to Amber and I told her that she missed an opportunity to change the scenario. That it was a whole different way she could have handled it. And we've been where we are since then. But had I just based my opinions off that one source that I was repeatedly hearing, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Yeah, I support. Let me tell you something. Sorry, Amber, if I'm talking too much, but I don't know what Amber didn't have a job. Amber had lost her job, and nobody knew that she wasn't working. I didn't even know she wasn't working, right? Am saying somebody inbox Amber for some money, she would scrape up whatever she got to send to them to help people out that she don't know, never laid eyes on. And she said it, she let it slip one day in conversation. She let it slip. Like, hell, these people be asking me for inboxing me for money. I don't got no money. I done lost my job. I be sending it anyway. And then she got quiet real quick because it was like, oh shit, I done said it. But I had heard it by then. Y'all didn't know that about Amber, did you? Because Amber don't talk about what she do.
And Ms. White, you asked me a question when I first came up here today, right?
Yes, yeah.
And like I said, that young lady hadn't did nothing, and that was the truth.
When Amber gets upset, she will tell you, Amber, where you at? You up
I'm
here?
right here.
Amber will tell you she don't know when to stop. I have begged Amber to let some things go. Begged her and begged her. No, Miss White, I can't let them lie on me. I can't let them lie on me. But as time went on, sometimes she'll say, you know what, Miss White? You right. Up and say, hell no, I didn't know that. Amber let me hold 50. But I will beg her. She'd be like, no, I can't let nobody lie on me, Miss White. That's just how I am. And then she would go on to give me a story about something that happened in her childhood with her siblings as to why she don't allow people just to lie on her any kind of way, right?
Yeah,
so then I started getting a better understanding. And I would say, well, just because I see you back there, honey, but turn your camera on so I can make sure you are a person or whatever, and we'll go from there. I can't see you, love. Okay, give me one moment, okay? And I'm sorry. And she would begin to explain to me. She said, Miss White, I can't. So let me tell you what Amber started doing. She said, before I go off, Miss White, I want you to watch something. So she would send me a screenshot of something, and she'll say, look at such and such. See what they're doing? This is the first time. She still ain't said nothing, right? But she has my attention. She's showing me what she see. Okay? Then she'll go on. She'll say, see, they're still going. And she'll point certain things out to me. She said, now when I go off, they're going to say I did them wrong. The first thing they're going to say is I'm messing with supporters. But nobody won't talk about what the supporters are doing and saying to and about me. Now, she's shown me this. And y'all, this is my right hand to God Almighty. God, take my husband. Y'all know I love him with everything in me. Take him right now if I'm lying. She's shown me Like she would show me over and over. See this one? Like she wouldn't just do it. She would show me. She said, "Now when I go off, watch what happened." And then after a while, I got to a point where I said, "Damn, I ain't nothing I can say. Ain't nothing I can say because she showed me. She Amber will do stuff, and when Amber get low, she go gutter. She go gutter. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna take up for it. I don't like it. I don't like it, and I try to talk her out of it and everything. But once, sometimes I have been successful. There's other times that I haven't. But I'm just sharing this little nugget with you guys where Amber has shown me, I know on at least 6 or 7 occasions where she's pointed things out to me. And I'm not talking about this happened today and then later on today. It would be like a week or two. She would ride it out. She would ride it out. She said, "Now when I snap, I'm gonna go." How do you, what do you say to that? Because she will spot it, she will watch it. And I said, boy, when Amber radar go off, good God, man. Like once that radar go off, she off.
And that's what I be saying when a lot of times I don't say nothing. But when I do come back and say something, it's because I done seen multiple times of these people addressing me or talking about me in chats. Because a lot of times I don't say nothing. I let it ride. But then I'm like, oh, I'm tired of this. I'm going live. I let it ride for a good little minute, but then I get tired of that. Y'all don't know me for real. Y'all do not know me. Why? Like that girl that just came up here. This lady do not know me, and she could not answer not one question that was asked. All she could say, well, why do Amber do it? Why do Amber do it? Who sent you over here? That's what I want to know. I ain't never seen a summer ever in nobody's chat.
Okay, we're gonna invite someone else to the stage, keeping it intelligent, and we're gonna be
That's
on
me.
our good.
That's a different name.
What's the name?
She up
Keeping
on
it
a different
intelligent.
name.
Yes,
That's for one of Felicia's people.
that's okay. Keeping it
No, it's
intelligent.
not.
We're gonna
No, it's
behave.
not.
We're gonna act like ladies and
That's
try to
not
come
one
to a resolution.
for.
And we're gonna operate our facts. Okay. Welcome. Keeping it intelligent. Can you hear us?
Hi, Chad. I had me on mute. Hi, Chad.
Hi.
No,
Hello.
I'm not. I'm not Felicia's. None of Felicia's supporters. I'm always in the bushes.
Okay.
Um, how are you all doing? I'm
I'm
just
well.
up
How about
here.
yourself?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm blessed. Wonderful. I'm just up here. I'm always in the chat. I never say anything. Um, I I just be in the chat, just fussing at the phone and everything when I hear a lot of lies and BS and everything. So I
Mm-hmm.
think I want to come up and give my praise to Amber. I do listen to Amber and her sister. I listen to all this side. I've been listening to it ever um since 2 years ago. Um and I would just want to tell Amber to keep her head up. I know you didn't have nothing to do with none of this last night because I was in the bushes the whole time. And Amber, I didn't see nothing about Amber. Her name was just coming up the whole entire time. And she didn't have nothing to do with it. And her sister, I want to tell her sister, you keep riding with your sister. Alexis, you keep riding with your sister. I don't blame you. Don't let nobody step you down for being with your sister. Family is everything. Um,
Thank you.
and what I want to do is just give y'all praise of both of y'all. I'm so happy how y'all is handling this internet amongst y'all too. But Amber, I do want to give you a little advice.
Yes,
Mhm.
ma'am.
These people come on here they know how to pull your card. That girl was up here when she say something about, she know how to pull your card. When you went from 1 to 1,000, that girl start laughing at you. She wants to see you, and her whole plan to just get you upset. Someone sent her over here. Someone was telling her to say stuff. Someone was on the back end, probably texting her. And when it was time for her to step down, somebody told her to step down because you all was just eating her up. So just keep heed of Amber when somebody come on your panel and you know it's not for the good.
Mm-hmm.
Just eat them up with kindness.
Okay.
If you, I know you know about the Lord because I hear you all the time. You said your mother is always in church. You was brought up in church,
Yes.
honey. When they come with you with that negativity, Amber, you did this. Amber, your name is all in this. You know what? I would just hit them like, God bless you. I think you need to open up to Psalms. Give them a verse, and I bet you, they'll step down. They don't want to hear that.
I have
They
somebody else.
told
I'm
my
sorry.
mom. That'd be the advice my mom gives. She say ain't nobody gonna come mess with her because she'll throw the Bible at them. They'll get gone.
And see,
I
that's
have
what
somebody
you.
else backstage, and
Okay,
before
I'm
y'all come
going to.
up, if I'm not familiar. You don't have to drop down, love. If I'm not familiar, just go ahead and turn your camera on so I can make sure you
So
not
I ain't
or
gonna
whatever.
step here long because I'm not talkative. I like to just stay in the bushes and stuff. So
That's my sister, Miss White. That's my sister.
Well, her
so
sister.
hi. So I just want to come up and give you some advice, and your sister. I am so proud of you too. Keep hanging in there and don't let them pull that card. I told you, just hit them with God. They don't want the devil is coming in, but don't let devils destroy your joy, honey, because
Thank
that's what
you.
they at. So if they catch you off guard, just remember, just rebuke them. If you just gotta say, hey, you know what? I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And believe me, they're gonna say, what is wrong with this girl? And they're gonna step down. That's how you play that. And
No.
then go on with your life. They don't want to hear that, okay? May
Yes,
God bless
ma'am.
you all. And I'm
Thank
going to step down and be in the
Thank
bushes,
you.
okay? You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you, love.
Bye bye.
Yeah, brother, she wasn't disrespectful, so I'm not. You can only appreciate that because you hear a lot of foul, disrespectful things. So if they can come and be respectful, then I'm for it. It's hundreds people, over 100 people. I'm look. Today is the day.
Her lies was very disrespectful, especially that lie on my child.
Yeah. Well, see,
I'm
and
sorry,
that's
y'all.
one of
I
the
came back up
things.
really quick. I don't mean to cut nobody out. Really quick, just to say something to Amber. And you know I love you to that.
Yeah.
Stop letting these people get you out of character. They're not worth it. They don't know you from a can of paint. Like that lady just said, she almost took all the words out of my mouth. They pay her to come up here and do that to you. They study you because people watch you. When you go live, you got hundreds of people in your chat, people following you. They want to know what Amber is talking about, what Amber talking about today, what Amber talked about yesterday, what Amber gonna talk about next week. So people are paid and miserable to come study you to see how they can get up under your skin. And I know my sisters tell me, they probably tired of me saying it up or down. I don't give a shit. When I start caring, they'll say, oh, this and the other. They said this about you, Rich. I'll be like, okay, I'll start caring next year. Guess what? Next year, I ain't gonna know nothing about none of this mess. So don't even pay attention to none of that shit that they talking about. Amber, let that shit ride. I understand you are you. Some people just can't let it go. But baby, you have a child. Stress can kill you. It ain't got nothing to do with your weight or nothing else. But stress can kill. Don't let these people that you don't know kill you.
And
Let
Rich,
them people
I
ride.
agree totally. I'm sorry. I just want Amber to know. I heard you say, or I heard Sissy mention, it went back to your childhood. Somebody lied on you. Like that's a part of PTSD. Your mind goes back to that place that traumatized you or had a negative impact on your livelihood. Whether I don't know how you were, but you need to understand that lie that was told back then. You are a whole grown woman now with a child, and the people, your supporters, we love you for you. You know, forget the other people. Forget the people that are not riding for you or with you or that have your best interest at heart. You know what I mean? Don't associate the lies that was told on you as a child with how you react to people lying on you today, because it just doesn't go together anymore. You need to
And
address it, and I told you a long time ago, give it to God. That's the one thing right there that I see now what God meant. When I said give it to God, that's your trigger. People lying on you, you got to get over that trigger because people lied
Mhm.
on Jesus Christ. You got to get over that trigger, baby.
Exactly.
If
And
you
one
don't.
other thing,
Mm-hmm.
Amber,
Mm-hmm.
you cannot allow, like I said again, and I can't say it enough, people that don't know you and you don't care about to stress you that bad. Do not allow that, because they hanging up and they laughing at you. So just let it go, let it be, drop down, do what you got to do. If they try to come up on your panel, drop them down, whatever you got to do, but don't let nobody stress you that you don't know. I mean, even I say this, even your family, because you know what, you got to take care of you, and you got to take care of that child that you birthed.
Right.
No one is worth stressing over. I know you love your family, your sister that's up here, and you know I love me some Lex, big Lex. That's my girl. But don't let nobody stress you out. Hey, let's talk. If we can't get along right now, we can't agree to disagree and do another conversation. I'm gonna go on ahead about my business and we'll talk about it later. That's how you gotta start looking at life, because baby, life is worth more than arguing with anybody.
That's
And
true.
like they said, meditate and God, spirituality, it's real. That's where you got to take yourself to, because
That's the
these
Mm.
truth.
people try to take you down and you don't know it. You think they just on the internet, they just want to beef this and the other. No, they wanna do that because they want to make money. They miserable.
They are.
That's it, and that's all. They just miserable. So just don't let them take you there no more, sweetie. Just don't. You know I love you, and I can say for sure. And I told you this, Amber. I said at first I didn't like you. Your ass messy as hell. I said, but I got to know you. When you got to get to know somebody before you can judge them or even question them about anything. That lady don't know you, so she has no right to question you about anything.
Right.
Miss White,
So
And how many times I don't follow you? I mean, subscribe, unsubscribe, subscribe. Like, hey, goddamn Amber, oh, she driving me fucking nuts. And then you had me. I don't know what shifted, what changed, but I just saw your heart one day, and I was like, I'm locked in. Ain't no
What I
switching
used to
up.
tell you, sister, I used to say, give her a chance. I used to say, she working on
Yeah,
it. But in regards to
yep.
what Lexi said, I used to tell her all the time, I'd be like, Emma, just ignore them. They can't touch you. But see, now based on what may or may not have happened yesterday, we see that it's not even that no more, because people are going to the level or the limits of actually wanting to touch somebody. And
Miss White, Miss White,
yes,
I had to step in on that one.
yes, ma'am.
When a person provoke you to come up and pull up, it's a difference.
Mm-hmm. But
Because
I'm just that way because some say yes, it happened. Some people say no, it happened. But either way it goes, just look at it could happen, and even if it did or didn't,
it did
that's the
happen.
message in now.
It
This is
did
where we
happen.
at this point. Good night, Retta. And so now we got to start practicing
Bye,
different
babe.
behavior. We gotta start doing some things differently now, because this is dangerous and it's bypassed dangerous. Um, the couple of people that I do talk to now on the back end, I say all the time, I be like, y'all. I gotta back up because if my kids know that these things are being said about me, woo, my son-in-law and his people, they coming. Like, and I'm not trying to be funny, y'all, or none of that, but I know the life they live. The others don't know the life that they live. They live that life. So I have to back up and say, hey, y'all have at it because if
You
my
got it.
oldest, if my
You
Them,
oldest
got it.
child is this, oh my God. And so I was
Y'all,
just like,
I miss what I'm chosen. I was liking what I'm chosen was saying to her, but my phone was acting up. I missed it, but she was like, yeah, judging by how you're acting up here. It seems like you might be in your late teens.
seriously.
I
Just
was
know
being
that.
so serious. I was because like I can't understand how an adult can be on that type of time. Like if you grown, you grown, but then I mean I know it's people in our age category that, act a little not their age, but that person there, that summer, mm, she
Well,
gotta be a
listen,
child.
y'all. Listen, I gotta say this, and
Miss
I
White,
understand, ma'am.
can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
You and I'm chosen.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Sis,
Auntie.
hey,
Yes.
you Lucy? You Lucy too?
Yeah, all y'all Lucy.
I
All
wouldn't
y'all
Y'all,
know.
some loose
I
as
ain't
a
been
goose.
touched in 5 years.
Lexus
I'm
is too.
celibate, so I don't know
Wait a
what's
minute,
going
I
on.
ain't loose. I done told you, girl, I ain't loose down there.
Boo
Don't
Love
play with
sitting over
me.
there loose too.
I'm not
I
loose at all,
Woo!
baby. I
didn't
got good
answer that
credit.
question because my husband told me he don't want to hear none of that shit coming out my mouth on the internet. So I can't even answer that. But, um,
I
Boy,
but
don't
what I was
know.
going to say is
baby, I had to do a comeback on that one. I was like, huh? No, you talk about yourself. You ain't talking about me. You talking about yourself. Cause baby, I still got
sometimes
muscle.
people don't know no different. Like I was just saying, she feels
Yeah.
that way because she believes that because that's what she's been told. You got to understand when you follow somebody, you follow them for a reason. You follow them because you like them, you believe in what they're saying, you believe in the cause. You get what I'm
They
saying?
go,
Because
hold
you're
on,
not going to follow
Miss White.
somebody
They
that
go
you
my
don't like.
2 cent loose tail. They go my 2 cent loose tail coming out the bushes. All
Yeah,
these
but you're
loose
not
folks.
going to get me in trouble with that, Lucy. Y'all better stop because look, well, you know what the man said. I can't have that discussion. Stop. I can't. You ain't get me in trouble. Mm-mm. Nope. Mm-mm. But that's who
Y'all
she
gonna get
follows.
Sissy in
That's what
trouble.
she knows. And if she take my advice and just start sitting in other places every now and then, you'll begin to learn different things about people. That's how I learned and made my decision about different people. I was able to decipher for myself. But if you only getting your news from one source, that's all you're gonna ever hear.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you're gonna ever know.
That's right.
And you
Yep.
also gotta
Okay?
be careful when you sitting and trying to decipher because, my heart, I wear my heart on my sleeve. And heaven forbid the people that I have come to love and adore, I find out that they out here chaining up their dogs and zero weather and beating their kids and they don't him, or SH somebody like those are my things that's gonna make me like, I can't rock with you if you're an abuser
Don't
and
make me
you
so
have
mad.
no humanity, you
Let me
know.
turn from this.
So
Fine, y'all are gonna be all right.
is what is that
Lux
noise? Is
Pearl
that Auntie
said,
Debbie?
I ain't watching or following somebody I don't like. And that's what I'm saying.
Right.
When you follow somebody, you like them, you believe them. You know what I'm saying? That's who you entrust, that's who you chosen as your source of information.
And one
So
of
why
y'all had
wouldn't you
asked her
believe them?
who all did she know, and I said don't seem like but she know anybody but me. She's saying what I did. She ain't saying nothing to nobody but Amber. So is Amber the only person you watch? If you don't like me, don't me. Don't you clocking everything that I do?
Yeah, yeah. I just don't understand. Um, think about the things you guys choose in making your decisions on following somebody, right? You choose their conversation, how intellectual they may be, what they may look like, the things that they have to offer you in a positive light. That's how we choose who we're going to follow. Can I get a 1 in the chat if you agree and a 2 if you don't agree? Is that not the methods that we use to choose who we're going to follow? It's the world. I mean, not just on the internet, when you in church, just everywhere. It's certain things that attract us to people while we begin to follow them, right?
I'm following the
So,
loose goosies because they got the most knowledge.
with that being said, my point I'm
Amber.
making is I hear Amber being called every derogatory name that you can ever imagine, but then after that period and the next sentence begins, is she got control over all those people. She telling them what to do. Well, I'm just not gonna follow nobody like that. I'm not. So they need to make up their mind. You right? She either in control of everybody and controlling everybody, controlling the strings and telling everybody what to do, or she's this ugly, rotten, vile person. Which one is it?
Look,
Because she can't be both.
sissy, they don't got you lit because you put the head work in it. This time,
No,
what's she gonna
I'm
be
just saying
now?
because I believe that. She said repeat that. So what I'm saying is there's certain attributes about people that draws us to people, right? Whether it be
Mm-hmm.
how they look, how they talk, how they it's a persona that they put before you. It's something nice,
Right.
good qualities about a person that attracts you to them before you want to follow them, right? Um,
Right.
You would think so. So I'm trying to figure out how can somebody just outright follow somebody that came online and the first thing out their mouth was calling Robert all these names. So like what did they say to draw these people in? Like what caught their spirit, this audience, to listen to someone call Robert Hampton all these names on their very first live or very first couple of lives, you know? Like that's where my mind goes to. I
yeah,
don't know if
but
I'm the only one that think that way or what, but like, hmm,
well, I get what you're saying, but in the same sense, they felt that way. If you want to use that, we would have to say they felt that way based off the exact same thing that I'm speaking of. They felt that way about Robert, and I don't want to get into the Robert and Bree, and I'm just going to say this and leave it
yeah,
alone. They felt that
hmm,
way about Robert based off how they saw Brianna. They saw her as a glam girl, and they were following her, and they were attracted to what she was selling, so to speak. So therefore, it made them shun him. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say. It's something about people that draws you into them, right? Uh, we ain't following no ugly, crazy. Y'all, I'm just throwing things out there, okay? Those are not the
Yeah.
type of people you're following. So what I'm trying to understand is how can Amber be all these foul, vile things, but at the same time have control over everybody? You get what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
You can't.
Yeah, because they
You
say I'm
can't.
yeah,
controlling everybody. Amber this, they do this because of Amber. Amber controlling everybody, but I'm nobody. I'm fat. I'm slobby. I'm this. I'm that. But yet I'm controlling everybody's mind. Make it make sense.
Baby, they say Lucifer was handsome. You get what I'm saying? We just
Yep.
not gonna
hmm,
fall in behind somebody who has nothing to offer, inwardly
hmm.
or outwardly. We're
And
just not gonna follow.
y'all just don't know. When I to hear her say, you even got your son doing something. What? That was the first
Girl, we
I
knew
ever even
better than that.
heard of that.
We knew
Like,
better than
really?
that.
My son don't get in this?
put his grades up there and made their head swim up.
Yeah, and he in a private school and everything else. So anything else y'all want to know? Yes. Or y'all want to help with the tuition? It's $10,500. Y'all want to help with it? Anything
Yeah,
else?
no. You know they ain't.
And he made
Like,
good grades in
dang, like
school.
y'all really just lied on my child. Like, y'all not only lying on me, y'all lying on my child. He do not get in this.
But I think
And
anybody
I
was
often
able to,
wonder.
once she couldn't give a once she couldn't give an instance, or then we knew what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Again, that's her saying something that she's heard somebody else say. You get what I'm saying? She
Yes,
don't
it
know that
is.
to be true. She just saying what she heard somebody else say. And we have to base our opinions off facts. We have to, or we're gonna be in a spinning cycle each and every time. Each and every time. So I just first want to get the understanding that if Amber has all these outward aesthetics that people just think are god awful, I need for them to explain how she has so much control over us. How she what upper call it? Amber, what's Amber Crew, Amber Pete, whatever she
Amorism. Stuff
she
amorism, something like that.
well, our amberism. How about that? Um, so amberism. Um, I don't want to say that. I'm gonna leave that alone. But anyway, we we have to know. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, pick your poison. Is she this horrible, ugly person, or does she have us all under her spell? Which one is it?
The way I
I
see it
think
is
Amber
that they
needs
don't
to.
like her. They don't like her, so they're gonna plant. They're gonna paint the worstest picture of her.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
And
get
for the
that. But
people
in
it's
who,
my mind,
personal for
it
them.
just has
It's
to make
yeah,
personal for them.
sense. It just has to make sense. If
because
if
Amber
you've ever
did.
dated,
Hey, Amber did used to. Hey, some of the stuff Amber did, boy, that's why they
Hmm.
mad at her. What
now
she
Amber has
used
went,
to do.
Amber
You know
has
what I
went no for
mean?
Yeah.
But
Amber.
that's what I'm saying. She this time she haven't went that way.
No, I
Now
done
She
the
calmed down
has.
a whole lot.
spoke
I done calmed
spoke
down a whole lot.
whole lot. Yeah,
I
yeah,
have
you
had
have.
to lay
I
prostrate.
that yeah, that's because I'm tired of it. I don't even if somebody send me stuff, I don't even have the energy to
To
even
open it up.
open it. Like, like I just be like, okay, whatever. I don't care about it no more. Like, I'm tired. Like, leave me alone. I just
But
leave it
Amber,
be.
have you ever thought about that? This is really, it's not flesh and blood. It's supernatural. It's warfare against you because when you think about the millions of channels on YouTube, right?
Mhm.
Millions, all this content out there. But for people who don't know you, they think you're messy. They think you're unattractive. They think you're big and fat. They think you this. They think you that. But yet they still freaking watch you. I can't
Mhm.
even stand to watch certain people. I can't even stand to hear people's voice. I barely can get through some of the lies of the people that I support when they're playing clips of certain people because something about them just like it makes me sick in my spirit. So if you make these people so sick, you got to ask yourself, what's driving them to you? What's driving them to come and watch your shit, screenshot your chat, right? Take bones back, right? And they don't
Mhm.
even support you. They don't like you. It's spiritual. It's not flesh and blood because ain't no way you're gonna convince me otherwise that I'm gonna sit here with a million different channels I can go to, but I'm going to the person that I absolutely cannot stand. That don't even make sense.
Just like the
Let me
other
say
day,
this.
I did a live about to something totally
Mm.
different, which was about child support, yada yada yada. And I seen in somebody's chat where the same one that told that lie on Miss White and to the other content creator said Miss White was laughing and all that stuff. That same girl, Alicia, she she said that, oh, I was watching Amber's live yesterday and she has she said I was watching Amber's live yesterday and she talked about her baby dad and he has two other kids and by two other women, and I screen recorded it for you, but since she liked to talk all this shit, and I'm like, why are y'all watching me and you say you can't stand me? Like, go
That's sick.
on about y'all
That's
business.
sick. That's
Yeah,
sick.
she's
Hey
definitely an
y'all.
I'm gonna be
issue. She's
quiet because
definitely
Hey,
she's
Hey
definitely an
everybody.
issue. And it's one thing, hey Lux, it's one thing to bone carry, then it's another thing to tell lies. And you know, she don't fit the bill. But let me tell y'all something funny right quick, because Sissy just said about Amber being messy. So last week after we was on that live and I was all upset about my daughter and all that, and we left it alone. I told my husband, um, I said, I'm just so sick of them calling me messy. He said, who called you messy now, baby? And I said, I don't even know who the husband name is. You know, I was all flustered, I couldn't even think of it. He walked away and turned around. He said, well, ain't all y'all messy? So that just
Your
kind of
brother-in-law,
told me.
no, he didn't.
He said,
Your
ain't
brother-in-law, I'm
all
not messy.
y'all messy.
But y'all, but hey, y'all, I just want to say this here and I'm gonna get down. It's
hey,
gonna be
Lux.
hey
Hey,
boo.
look.
Hey y'all, I just wanted to put my little 2 cents in. I'm gonna hop back down, but I just want to remind y'all of this too. You got to also realize that when you dealing with people, you're not necessarily dealing with them. You're more so okay. Everything that a person does, majority of it is gonna be from their seat, which is projection. I said it in the comments or whatever, but I just wanted to elaborate on it. You got to understand, like once you start to understand that a person can only like internalize things from their point of view. They view you like that, Amber, because they are that type of person. You see what I'm saying? Like it
Mm-hmm.
takes a certain
Yep.
type of person to be in that seat in order to even see that type of characteristics that they see in you. So once you start looking at a person from like a standpoint of okay, that's how you view me because that's your reality, then you'll stop being, you know what I'm saying, as offended as you are because it really don't have
It
much to
makes
do with you
sense.
as you think,
Yeah,
more to do with them and how they view you. You really can't control how people view you. They're going to view you
that's
how
true.
they view you no matter what. It ain't nothing you could do to even make that different. You see what I'm saying? So when you start looking
Mm-hmm.
at
Mm-hmm.
their basically from their truth and their experience, then you'll understand that it really don't have anything to do with you. And so that's what I was just trying to elaborate on. Like once you start looking at it like that, you'll understand, girl, it ain't got nothing to do with you. Them people don't like you because that's how they are. They see that in you because it's in them.
Lux, a
Mm-hmm.
couple of months ago,
I
I could
agree.
not remember your name to save my life. I could not remember your name, but I was trying to tell Amber about when you came on our panel one time, and this is when they first started throwing derogatory things out about me. And you had told me, you said, well, Miss White, what normally happens is when people have never experienced a person like you, they reject what they don't know. They can't receive you because they've never had that kind of experience with nobody like you. They're just kind of used to things being
A
kind
certain
of like in a negative way, a certain way, but not the way that I handle things. So they reject it. I could
mm-hmm.
not think of your name for nothing in the world. I drew a blank, but that's who it was, Amber. It was Lux Ferrell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You just gotta understand, girl. Some of these people are gonna be immature because that's what they are. That's why, Chosen hit it on the head when she asked her how old she was. Because like the way that you view things, you can't possibly sit up here and just conclude in your brain out of everything that's been going on with all the country kids. You just cannot just zone in on Amber and just make her be the problem for everybody. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, she got to be immature, or you're just not mentally there. You know what I'm saying? And that has nothing to do with you, Amber. So don't even own it. You know what I'm saying? That's why sometimes when they come up there and they say certain stuff, girl, I just laugh and just keep going because yeah, a lot of these people
Yeah.
are not they ain't working with a full deck of cards online, and I had to learn that. Like
So they
it's
I
a
say.
lot
wasn't
of
familiar with
unhinged.
her name. I was hoping that some of those usuals that throw your name around would show up, but obviously They didn't. And I'm not speaking on the content creator. I'm talking about a lot of those people in the chats who throw your name around so loosely and haven't even had a personal experience with you off
They
the,
just go off of
even
what
on the
people
internet.
say.
Yeah, based
Yeah.
off what somebody else told them. And I was kind of hoping that those people would come up, but they didn't. And I'm sure they're in the chat and the offer still stands. Like,
Yeah. But I'm gonna hop down, girl. But yeah, Amber, keep your head up, honey. Don't let these folks put their own problems on you, honey. They putting their problems
that's
on you.
right.
Don't let them do.
Thank you. Thank you.
Don't let them do it, girl. Look, next time somebody come up here and tell you something you did, you just look at them and be like, "Dang, ooh, your head is in the gutter, ain't it?" Like, because it ain't got nothing to do with you. It really don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
I agree.
and
Thank
I
you,
have to say
Upper.
again,
All right, y'all.
Thank
Let me
yeah,
hop
you.
I
down.
have to be clear in saying, thank you, love. I have to be clear in
Okay.
saying that I don't think Amber is a saint. I know Amber has done things. Amber is working very hard on herself. Miss G,
Ain't
if you
that the
would
same
please turn
thing
your
we
camera
they said about Robert
on, and
that we don't think he a
yeah,
saint?
I have to say
Whew.
she's working hard on herself, and each day is a step, is a progress, and so don't be simple enough to think that Miss White don't think Amber do nothing, cause she do. You've heard me say I don't agree with everything she do, but there's no way on God's green earth Amber is responsible for every single thing that happens on either side. Like, yeah, we can't be that naive to think that. That girl has a son, she has a man and a job. And she wouldn't be able to excel at those things, with all that they're putting on her.
Ain't perfect. I'm not perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
All of us got flaws. And Amber, keep your head up, man. Keep doing you.
Miss,
You know what I mean?
flash your
Just
camera and
block them out, baby. Laugh at them. Make them
Y'all,
laugh.
I can't see the chat, so I want to just let you guys know.
Healing Heart said
I
she
don't
just
have.
got cussed out. Who cussed? She said, why can't she answer a question? She got cussed out. Hey, Latane. Thank you,
Who got
NXS. Who
cussed out?
cussed you out, Healing Hearts? She said, Upper, I just got cursed out. I held my mouth. Oh, God.
Mm,
It might be ACD. He over there.
Ooh,
well, they
Uh-oh.
don't
who
show
said
their
that?
face, they won't come up. So I'll drop the link for the next person. And
Thank
I
you,
see there's a
Shar.
lot of comments, and I'm not ignoring anybody, guys.
And I can't see the chat, y'all. So
Y'all know we only used to a handful of people every live, so pardon us,
How many
please.
people you got
Hey,
in?
in that order, I haven't seen you in a while.
How many
She
people
said
you got?
some people thought they were going to shut you up, and they don't understand why you still. Mm,
Upper, thank you, Upper.
yeah,
Oh,
you
the
are loved.
loudmouth. The loudmouth that loudmouth you talking about from yesterday?
Yeah, and sometimes when y'all hear stuff, you just gotta be able to separate and say, is that? Come on now, y'all gotta know everything ain't this girl. You gotta know that.
I don't know how I can do all of that when, like you said, I work, I got a child, I got a man. Like, how can I do everything that? Then for her to say, that girl said, because I guess I must have said I was asleep last night when all this was going on. And she was like, Amber was not asleep. And I'm like, well, now you're telling me you in my house or what? Because I was good asleep, girl. I didn't know none of this was going on.
She wish she was you. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
She wish it was you. She wish she is you, Amber, because I know for a fact I was the last one on your live last night. Last one on that panel. And you said, I'm finna go to sleep. I'm tired. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
There's one with a man that
Yep.
loves her and don't want nobody to be on the phone all night. He wants the body in the bed.
But let me say this.
That's
Let me
right.
say this.
That's right, Latay.
It's just crazy. It's just
Hey,
crazy.
Yuri.
I told Amber, I said, you a bad mama jamma phone. Good God, man.
I
You
don't know
bad.
how yesterday's situation turned into being my fault. That's crazy. But you dang right. I went live about it because if it don't she go live about Toya and Tamika every chance that she get, and it ain't got nothing to do with her. Yes, she do.
So that's gonna be the new name, y'all. We're gonna call it Amberism. Hashtag
Yeah,
Amberism.
they saying Amber got mind control over everybody over here. No, Amber got mind control over them. They over there in my bushes recording and watching me. I got mind control over them. Amberism.
That's the new name, Amberism. That's the new name, Amberism.
Hey, Boots. Ain't nobody else want to come up, do it.
Yeah, I guess not, but it's just really it's people gotta be able to make their own minds up. Some people you gotta be able to make your own mind up. That's it, that's all. I've heard Amora say several times that the Amber never started with her. She came for her first, and that's how she ended up on the scene. I've heard her say it several times.
She actually just said that yesterday. I mean, not yesterday, last week. She said it again.
She said it
Never.
again last night when she was talking to Thee. No, she
What
was
did
on
she?
her own live. She was on her own live when she said it last night because she was trying to calm crazy woman down, telling her she gonna go to jail if she keep on with that bull jump. And Amara trying to keep herself away, distance from that. She said,
Amora.
yeah, she said, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm trying to tell you to stop that because you is threatening people on lives and everything. She said the police gonna be involved. I ain't calling no police. I ain't calling no police. Mara say you need to call the police if you feel like somebody out there. She damn near cussed the Mara out.
You right.
She
You
said,
gave her the
no,
right
Miss
name.
White,
Crazy woman.
please let Amber take our mind and everything else.
Miss White, can I be immature real quick?
A little bit,
Yeah.
just a little.
I
No
just
upper.
I just wanted to say, because I put it in the chat, but I wanted to say it out loud. Nanny, nanny, boo, boo. Everybody loves Amber. Everybody loves Amber. That's why y'all mad. Y'all mad because everybody loves Amber. See, this the problem. Look, this what it is on a serious note. When people fall out with Amber, they expect everybody to fall out with Amber. And if you're friends with Amber, you are guilty by association. You don't have to do anything to anybody. You can simply support Amber. And if you continue to support her once certain people decide they don't like her anymore, now you're the villain. So that's the problem. The problem is that people get fighting mad when they see that Amber has so much support despite what they put out about her. And that's why people are so angry and try to blame Amber for everything. Because a good example is when the young lady Summer came up here and she was asked, like, what is the issue that you have with Amber? Why is it that you feel like she's starting stuff. Notice that Summer couldn't give a reason. It's because she doesn't have a reason. It's just because somebody else doesn't like Amber. So because someone else doesn't like her, oh, well, she must be just as bad as they say that she is, even though I can't really give a good reason or example as to why. So let me just make something up. Oh, you put your son in this. Oh, can you give me an example of when I interjected my son in any of these situations? No, but you did. So Amber, when somebody can say that they don't like you and they can't give you a valid reason why, just understand the power that you have. You are a powerful person when somebody doesn't like you and they don't even know why. They don't know why because they can't answer it themselves, because it's something deep down inside of them that they haven't gotten in touch with yet as to why they don't like you. It's something within them. It's not you. That's why they can't answer the question. So, like I said, y'all mad because everybody loves Amber. We gonna keep loving Amber. And Miss White said that she's not a saint, and she's not. She's an angel. She's a perfect angel, and she does no wrong. And I said, y'all can go ahead and screen record it, because Upper always taking up for Amber. I'm gonna tell you why. Because me and Amber got cool when I started noticing and realizing why Amber reacts the way that she reacts. I am a huge advocate of not blaming somebody for their response. If somebody is responding, maybe the response isn't perfect, but what we should be paying attention to is what caused it. And oftentimes, when somebody pokes you in private or does it on the sneak or on the slide, and then you explode, you're automatically the victim. But when you are smart enough to see past that, you start seeing who the problem really is. And people run around this sector doing wrong. And because Amber is the cheat code, because that's what she is, she's the cheat code, she's the fall guy. Oh, well, I can't give any a reason for my bad behavior. Oh, I know what I'll do. Let's just blame Amber. That always works. So that's what it is. So I'm about to drop down. Love you, Amber. As a matter of fact, everybody does. Okay.
Upper, before you go, Upper, the thing that I was speaking on, how she would point things out to me for weeks at the time before she would say anything. Have you had that experience with her?
Say that again.
When I was speaking about how she would point things out before saying something, she would show me over and over again. She's done that with you.
She will. She will. She'll say, oh, look at what they said. Look what they said. I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm not even gonna say nothing. And really, Amber's not the problem. Really blame Upper, because I be telling her, girl, you better cuss they motherfucking ass out. I see what they over there doing. And Amber be like, no, I'm gonna let it slide. I'm gonna let it slide. I'm gonna let it slide. And I often tell her that she, that's D Ham little sister, because she try to be friends with everybody.
Actually, you said I'm D Ham's little niece. That's what
you said. You D Ham little niece. Because see, that's what me and D Ham be bumping heads. I be like, D Ham, you can't be nice and friends with everybody now. But people don't see that side of Amber, and they try to villainize her. But let me just say something to those of y'all who hate Amber. Y'all cannot like and hate whoever y'all want, but y'all are not going to make us not like her. So y'all can try to villainize her friends all you want. But the only thing that you can say that we're guilty of is supporting somebody that you don't like. Period, point blank. Period, point blank.
I say, based on what she's shown me, when Amber gets you on her radar, I haven't seen her be wrong yet, y'all. And that's just the truth. I haven't seen her be wrong. If she posts something up about somebody that she found out something, she be spot on. And I think that might what make them so mad is that she be right every damn time. Like, she be spot on. And they probably over there like, that goddamn cowboy, she doing and that'll make people feel away too. And then it also goes back to falling out with people. You get
they mad because Amber the goat on there. They mad.
Amber the Clout. Amber the Clout.
And then you go link up with the person that you already knew was mad at somebody. And then you say the same things that they were saying about them already.
Oh, and you know what, Miss White? Y'all, I'm not trying to change the subject. However, I do want to say this. Can we all normalize not crying about things happening to us when we have done them to other people? I want that to be normalized. Let's normalize not doing things to people. And then when it's done to us, we're screaming and crying victim. And we want people to say, oh, that was wrong because it happened to you. But when you have played and been an active participant in doing those exact same offenses to someone else, you can't get mad. You cannot demand sympathy or empathy for your actions. I mean, for someone else's actions against you when you have been doing it yourself. You cannot scream, "Oh, this person just came out of nowhere and been bothering me for this many months," when you are guilty of bothering people who have not bothered you. When you are guilty of leaking other people's private information that could have caused them to be victimized. You're not going to be able to sit up and try to play victim and say that something that was done to you was so outrageous and wrong. And then when the person that you victimized decides to come and speak out because you did it to them, you don't get to say, oh, this is not your business. Oh, this is very much my business. Because you're now playing victim in a situation when you have committed those same offenses against me. So when people tell Amber to mind her business, Amber has every right to speak on this situation, and she is not inserting herself because we got somebody crying, screaming victim, and trying to act like, the worst thing in the world done happened to them when they have been the offender. So if Amber wants to go live and say, hey, wait a minute, how are you mad when you did the same thing? She can do that. Summer, if you're still listening.
Now, y'all, that what Upper just said, you can find that, I think, Matthew 7 and 1. You can find it there. It's called judge lest you be judged. And a lot of people think that scripture means you can't judge me, but that's not what it means. It's you can't go around here doing something to somebody or doing the same thing that you don't want somebody to do or say to you. That's it. A lot of people misinterpret that scripture. They think nobody else can judge them, but it means make sure you clean in that area before you go throwing it on somebody else. Because the same stick you use to judge somebody is what God gonna use on you. So I just thought I'd let y'all know she was quoting scripture, y'all. She just didn't want to say it, but she was quoting scripture.
Yes, I was. Yes, ma'am. All right, y'all. But this is my last time on the panel. I'm finna get down for real. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
See you later.
Yeah, thank you, Amber. Well, Am, any closing thoughts, ma'am? You want to spill your heart out to the people and tell them how you really feel?
You was talking to
Am?
me? What you
Yeah.
said? I didn't hear you.
I
I
said
was yelling.
you want to spill your heart out to the people and tell them what you really feel.
I want them to leave my name out of stuff. Quit bringing my name up when I don't have nothing to do with it. Leave me alone. You sat on your panel. You talked smack. You said you want bull crap today. You talked smack. And so you wrote a check that ass couldn't cash. Excuse me. And and that's just on. You didn't want your people to know what took place, period. But we had already knew what took place. She is not innocent. She has doxed people. She has done all kind of stuff. I want people to quit bringing my name up in that Heifer's chat, or Moore's chat, anybody's chat. Don't bring nothing up. We can all sit here and take accountability. Have I done some stuff? Yes, I've done some stuff because stuff was done to me. So yes, I done stuff. Am I clear of this? No, nobody is. Everybody has done something. I don't go on live and go, oh, but they said this. They did. No, I say that, but I do that because they came and attacked me first. Then they say I am the villain after they have already attacked me. Okay? So Just leave me alone. Leave my name alone. Quit talking about me in these chats. Quit saying Amber, 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 Amber. Because Amber ain't had nothing to do with nothing yesterday. Amber was minding her business. It felt good to see somebody roll up on you. Yes, it did, because you're a shit starter. So it felt fucking good. And that's why I went live, and I'm grown enough to do it, and I paid a bill on this cell phone, and I paid a bill on that StreamYard, and that's my panel, and I could do what I want to do. And I ain't delete no live. I put it on private because ain't nobody gonna report nothing. Because I see them saying report her live, report her live, report her live. So it's on private, Miss Summer. Okay? If you
Miss
wanna
Graham,
know.
I want you to speak on yourself and your character. I don't want you out here throwing shots at people and all that. I want you to speak on your character and what you think about yourself.
What I think about myself is that I am a very nice person, genuine person, and once I get started, I don't know how to stop. That's why I don't start with me. Leave me alone. I'm not gonna go pick with nobody. I'm not gonna do that. That's not me. I don't do that. So if you don't mess with me, I won't mess with you. That's just how it is. And and I know some people have already noticed that about me. Upper says she noticed that about me. Miss White says she noticed that about me. I don't go picking with people. They have to come mess with me. I'm a very genuine person. I'm easy to talk to. I'm easy to forgive. All of that. But these people, what's getting me is these people do not know me at all. And there y'all go judging me off of what one person said. That's what's killing me. Like, y'all don't know me. And the person that said all of that about me don't know me neither. And then about my son, it was said last week I beat my son, I this, I that. I mean, y'all got all this stuff y'all got to say about my son that my son don't agree with. You let something happen to me, he'll cut up. Okay, so quit
Yeah,
bringing my child in this. My child do not know y'all, don't want to know y'all. So leave him alone. Quit speaking on him. He is a minor. Quit lying. Quit saying that I beat on him. Because I one time y'all said y'all was trying to call CPS on me because I was beating on him. And that's fine. Call, do what y'all gotta do. But he ain't leaving out of my sight because I don't do none of that. I don't do none of that.
yeah, y'all listen. Aiden is a straight A student. He loved his mama to death, and she loved him. They have a good relationship. Let me fix that. They have a great relationship. Aiden is the most caring, loving, kind-hearted young man, and that's my boy. That's my boy.
Every day
Um,
I drop my son off at school, if I'm on the phone with somebody, they're gonna always, even when I'm live, they're gonna always hear my son get out the car and say, "Bye, mama, I love you," or I'm saying, "Bye, Aiden, love you." One of the two. We saying that to each other.
that's relationship.
Yes.
That's called relationship. That's relationship. Um, I'm a very open-minded person. Um, I'm a realist. I accept things for how they are, whether I like it or not. If it is what it is, it is what it is. I'm a very realistic person. And I was looking for somebody to come in and show me something that I did not know. I was looking for somebody to come in and rebut my feelings that I have for Amber to give me just cause as to why I have been bamboozled, right?
Miss White, you owe me money. You
I owe
owe
you money.
you owe me money. That's why Summer came up there. She thought you
Oh,
were gonna
okay.
get her that bread.
Miss Judy
I
said, Miss
was.
White, if did nothing else come from this live, we learn Amber is the algorithm.
It's the embolism. It's the condition like Stockholm syndrome is embolism. But that's really, and I'm not being funny, guys. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not joking. Cause I said maybe they know something that I don't know. And again, same thing that I was saying to that young lady. The same thing applies to me. Because if all I know is what Amber showed me and what I hear, because see, people got a way of only letting you hear and see what they want you to hear and see, right? So this is the point where I was looking for somebody to come and show me differently. Somebody to out her and say, Miss White, you've been bamboozled. That's what I was looking for on this live. That's what I was looking for. And I'm open. Like I'm open. I'm a realist if I'm nothing else. I might not like it, but it is what it is. That's what I was looking for on today, because I see and deal with one Amber and I hear about another Amber. And
Miss
I
Judy
was
is
looking
killing
for
me.
that. I was looking for that link in between. I was looking for that gap to be filled in so I could have a better understanding. And one thing that we've learned through anything else, through this now gone saga, if we learned nothing else, we learned about receipts. Nobody took nobody word for it hardly without a receipt. You had to have the proof. Where's the receipt? Where's the receipt? I'm 50 plus years old. I never heard receipt so much in my life. My kids in school, they tell me every time I have a meeting to record it or write a letter, because if it wasn't in black and white, it didn't happen. And same thing in this saga. Where's the receipts? Where's the beef? The old lady used to say, where's the beef? But, you know, we live in an age of receipts, and we can't just come out here throwing things out left and right without no proof. Now, just because you have proof, or I'm sorry, just because you don't have proof, don't mean that something didn't happen, right? So let's be clear, because we do know things happen and we don't have the receipts, but it don't mean that it did not happen. But I didn't even get any instances. I didn't even get any instances. And I was really looking for the people who talk the most about her in these chats to come forward. Because I know and understand that a lot of people don't like me because of Amber. But I needed to understand that Amber's Amber and Miss White is Miss White. Miss Whitehead is big enough and smart enough to understand that I can differentiate between the two. Okay? I'm able to do that. I'm able to do that. So it's just time for some people to grow up and stand up. It's time to stand up and grow up and stand up or shut up, however you want to put it. But as we see, y'all, this thing has gotten so far out of control that it's not even funny. It's gotten so far out of control that it's not even funny. I'm hearing about papers on people, charges being pressed, this person going to jail, that person going under the jail, the other person got to stand on top of the jail. And for what? For doing the same thing that you did to somebody else? It's time for everybody to cut their losses and move the hell on. Like, really? Don't do to somebody that you wouldn't want somebody to do for you. This girl got a 13-year-old king who needs her. You might not like her, but her son need her. And if I'm not mistaken, nobody else is putting food on the table for him but her. So why would you want to do that? Why? Y'all gotta know that this shit is gonna come back one day. And it's not gonna come back the same way you gave it out or to the same people you gave it to. Y'all got to know that. None of us are immune. None of us are immune from the crap. It's time to cut it all out. Leave it alone. It's serious, y'all. It's serious. 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 And not SIRUS like the radio. It's serious. And it's time to stop. It's time to stop. Because somebody gonna get hurt. And I'm talking about the hurt that we ain't gonna get up from. It's time to stop. And why don't we understand that? Why we don't understand it?
Ms. White, that's exactly what I was just talking about, because they still got Amber name in their mouth.
But you know, it's not just about Amber. It's time for everybody. Like, stop.
Not for
Yesterday
real.
should have been a prime example of what could really happen. Because if somebody did go to that lady's house, guess what? Somebody could have shot in the door or out the door. Because a door go two ways.
Yep.
It could have went either way. Because if I was that lady, Felicia, and somebody came to my door, play with it if you want to. I got my marksmanship papers. And I can't say that she don't. It's time to stop. It's time to stop. If you haven't made the money that you need to make by now, and damn, you won't never make it. Never. It's time to stop. And I'm not saying this on behalf of Amber. I'm saying this on behalf of all parties involved. Upper, a social worker, driving children back and forth. They say she ain't a social worker, whatever they say, but the fact remains she has a job. And the same way somebody felt, the way that they felt for Miss Fee to stand in the gap, if they did, somebody might feel the same way against her. Like, y'all don't know who you're messing with. Stop! It's time to stop. I come from a long family of thugs. A long family of I don't give a F's. Okay? I'm about the only one in my family with any half a lick of damn sense. And if you think they won't come for somebody over me, you sadly mistaken. Because I'm the left matriarch. And I'm just using me as an example, right? Because it's other people in this thing that will do the same. My point is, you don't know who you're dealing with. You don't. Nobody does. Nobody knows who got a crazy Uncle Mark, okay? Or a silly sister. You don't know what people got. You don't know what people deal with from a day to day. It's time to stop. Because the next time somebody meet up, it's just going to keep getting worse and worse and worse. And see, all it took was one person to show you that it can happen. Now you know. Now you know. I hear people saying they're going to protect themselves. And you got every right to do that, okay? You got every right to protect yourself. But I'm not going to sit, and I hope you won't either, at no jail precinct for about 48 hours trying to explain why you did what you did, okay? I hear people talking about the stand your ground laws. Look them up. It ain't that easy. It's not as simple as you think. It's not as simple as you think. You gotta know what you're doing. Half of y'all don't even know the laws and the rules and want to pull up and show up, and it's time to stop. I'm a unique case. I'm a Black Democratic woman, but I'm also a member of the NRA. Yeah, you heard it. You know why I'm a member of the NRA? Because if somebody come on my property and try to harm me, my family, my dog, okay? I'm going to light them anew. And the NRA is going to pay for all my attorney expenses. Okay, that's a little simple thing that y'all didn't even know. So know what you're doing out here. However you don't know what you're doing, it's time to stop. It's time to let it go. It's time to let it go. Because whatever Amber fat ass y'all call her eat today, you won't shit it up tomorrow. And vice versa. Amber, I'm not calling you fat, but I'm using what the term that they use for you. It ain't gonna happen. It's time for everybody to cut their losses and move the fuck around. Like really. Really. True Seller said, I thought Amber was 700 pounds the way people were dragging her. I had only saw a face pic, then saw full body pic, and I hollered like she ain't no damn big. Hell, I wear 16, 18. And that's my point. People pound our heads up with so much shit. It is not even true. It's not even true. And people were running around thinking that this girl was 700 pounds for the longest.
Oh, yep, I'm the same size as this sister. Woo. Well, I'm fatter. You know, you're tall. Your weight comes from your height. But yeah,
I'm not
Amber,
tall,
you
girl.
know
I
I
got
don't be
long
meaning no
legs,
harm when I
short
say
people.
big fat. Cause honey, I'm sure fat.
Well, I'm still. I call myself big girl to the day, at the end of my time, because I was a big girl too. Yes, Miss White had weight loss surgery. I am not ashamed to tell it, but you ain't gonna hear me talk about nobody big. You ain't gonna hear that, because I know what it's like. And just because I came through, don't give me the right to talk about nobody else's. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. Amber is pretty. She's very pretty. A little person, my back getting a little big myself. Yeah, we got to, do we got to have a press service together? A kumbaya? What do we got to do? What do we have to do to nip it in the bud? What do we got to do? And you don't have to like each other, but we should at least be able to respect one another's feelings, thoughts, concerns. Terry said they love using that attacking appearances as a fighting tactic, but can't even keep a love partner spouse in their lives. And that's true. That's true. Now, everybody's not going to take the attacks. Everybody's not going to take the attacks. Everybody's not going to take the roasting. Everybody not going to take the name calling. They're not. They're not. Everybody don't have thick skin. And like I said on Reddit's Live the other day, even if they do, their children might not. If they do, their children better not be. You ain't talking about my mama. I'm going to see them. Who? That's my mama. I blame it on processed foods, right? Because these kids today, they ain't made out of what we were made out of coming up. These kids today are on another type of time, right? I say it's from the processed foods they eat, but whatever it is, these kids today, they ain't playing. They are not playing. Mess with somebody's mama you want to. And it goes on both sides. Mess with somebody's child. And it's going down. And not like Mary J. Blige sang it either. It's going down. It is, y'all. It's time to stop. It's time to stop. It's time to stop. I promise y'all. I'm not getting ready to sit up here and tell you God told me nothing. I ain't getting ready to get up here and say God showed me nothing. Because he ain't. Common sense tells me that it's time to stop. Common sense tells me that it's time to stop. And I know everybody else got common sense too. Miss Judy said, my babies definitely don't play about me. They come from a psycho mother, so they can only imagine that Libra and Scorpio. Candy said it's them damn talkies. But whatever it is, these kids, child. I got 3 generations of children. And my older kids say about the middle kids, ah, man, you let them get away with things I wouldn't have never been able to get away with. Fast forward, the middle kids say about the younger kids, they doing stuff I wouldn't have never been able to do. How Journey got a phone already? It's just the world changes, guys. The world changes. And we better be able to adapt with it or be left behind. And unfortunately, the left behind is not going to be the same for all. Some are going to be left behind and can't get up. And I don't want to see that for nobody. Yeah, no, that's right. I'm not going to lie and say God told me that. It's just what I know. It's just what I know. I've been around violence all my life. I've been around violence all my life. Child, before I learn how to use my trigger weapon, I was deadly with a blade. Deadly with a blade, you know? Go on back where you was at, little Miss Nosy Girl. Bye. You close your door. Thank you. Elijah, you always something, child. Jesus help me. Okay. Well. See, I got one trying me now, y'all. They don't listen. Look, they said that made them hard. Cause I'm not being funny. I'm just saying I'm not. Miss Judy said, man, my mama banned me from being able to get my GUN card after the military because she knew my temper. Yeah, y'all, everybody not playing. Everybody not playing. And even with having those, right? I got my Karen Conceal, right? You still gotta know how to use them. You gotta see somebody coming first. You gotta see them coming. Don't nobody know what nobody look like and all this other stuff. Somebody know what you look like, but you don't know what they look like, and they work up on you. You don't even see it coming.
Right. And imagine Amber losing some weight and they looking for the Amber that they see and she don't lost all this weight. Because honey, I had a gastric bypass too. And my face was big and full, that round. I look one way at one size, but anyway, that's a whole nother story. But yeah,
That's
you don't
right.
know what people look like. You don't know how they move. And some people, I think the most dangerous people are the people that don't really have a lot to say. So you wouldn't see them coming. You don't know what's on their mind. So you just never know. You just got to be careful with the internet, baby. You got
You
to be
don't know.
careful.
You don't know who coming. Like if I'm at home, I'm gonna know you coming. I got cameras inside and out, all the way around, so I'm gonna know. But if I'm out on the street, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Yep.
He'll be gone so fast, you won't know what took you out. And they'll be saying, "Well, she had a weapon in her purse." Yeah, but she had to get to it.
Right.
She had to get to it. When I'm on the food truck, I carry on my hip for easy access. But even with that, you got to be careful. You got to be careful even with that. We carry one. We keep one at the register, one at the back door, one at the front door, and everybody carry on their hip. And
I
even
live in a
then,
concealed state.
we're not guaranteed. You don't know, y'all. That's why I'm not mean to people. That's why I'm not mean to people. That's why I don't belittle people. That's why I don't talk about people. Because I don't want nobody coming to clock me.
Right. And
I got a
it
lot to
don't
do.
hurt to be nice, you know. Just if you don't have something, you know how many times I don't back out of a comment, like, no, that don't sound right. No, that's kind of mean. You know, like you don't have to say anything. You don't even have to watch. How about that?
Just treat people the way you want to be treated. Hey, let's try that. Even if you don't want to apologize or none of that, if we just start today treating somebody the way you wanted to be treated, it will dissolve itself.
Whew. Lord.
Put a one in the chat if y'all believe that. If we started today just simply treating everybody the way we want to be treated, it would dissolve itself. Do we have that kind of discipline?
Facts, Miss White. Facts.
Do we have that kind of discipline?
Yeah, with me you do. I can't speak for nobody else.
It's simple. It's simple. A lot of people have crossed the lines. A lot of people has crossed the lines, but hey, just say from here on out, I know you crossed the line on me, but I'm gonna treat you the way I want to be treated. I know you did this to me, but I'm gonna treat you the way I want to be treated. I know you did X to me, but I'm gonna treat you the way that I want to be treated. I know you talked about my mama, but I'm gonna treat you the way I want to be treated. I know you talked about my sister, but I'm gonna treat you the way I want to be treated. I heard what you said about my son, but I'm still gonna treat you the way I want to be treated. And watch this shit start to dissipate. Watch it start to go away. I know somebody's taught y'all that. And it's hard to do because we all got a little messy in us. But I think it's high time that we come to a different realization. It's high time. Because I tell you what, if something happened to anybody on either side, I don't care what side it is, everybody gonna feel away.
Yep.
Everybody gonna feel away. I don't care what side it is if something happened. Everybody gonna be looking at this thing completely different. We went around here acting like we don't believe shit stunk. But smear it and see what happens.
Miss White, I believe shit stink. But the thing about it with that there is, you know, a person can only take so much. You know? And then on top of that, the way they was coming at that girl child, saying all that, talking about she gonna fuck that boy in the butt and all of that there. That'll make you come at, you know, that'll make you come at somebody.
Yeah.
You talking about my
That
child.
definitely will.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm not
And
gonna disagree.
that's where it jumped off at. Talking about that fee child. That's how it jumped off. She said what she'll do to that boy, she'll alive him and all of that. Meet me on 67 in Chicago. I'll let you know. I'll show you what I'm gonna do to you. You know, threatening that girl like that. And she got upset. And you know, you could just take so much from a person now.
Yeah. That's a
And
lot
she the
right
only
there.
one doing that mess though.
Miss Judy
You
says
know
I
what I'm
like to help
saying?
the person, but I don't want to see anyone physically hurt. That's going too far. And I'm gonna say
I
this,
don't
Miss
want to see
Judy.
nobody hurt neither. But one thing
I
about
have
it,
to
two
say,
things for sure. You
I'm gonna have to say what I say about my kids. Quit playing
yeah,
before somebody get hurt. Quit playing before it gets serious.
yeah. And see,
And that's what we are.
and really what I think Fee did was really she was just showing her keep that flexing down because somebody can touch you. That's
Well,
the
we now
truth right
know
there.
that it's easily for somebody to walk up on somebody, and we can easily be touched. All of us, anybody can easily be touched.
Yeah, exactly. That's what she was showing her because she
Is it
was
worth?
talking all that mess. You know,
It's
and she was just showing her that, you can't say any and everything to me. I'm not that one.
yeah,
Mhm.
and some people like that. There's some people like that. Like my husband's not a talker. He's not a talker. He don't have a lot to say.
But I bet you he'll go upside somebody's head
He will.
quick, fast, in a hurry.
That's my
I,
daddy too, honey. He don't
I've
do
seen it too many
no
times.
talking, and neither do I.
He's not a talker. Not a talker at all. I've seen him. I watched him pick a grown man up and hold him up over his head and bam across his knee and laid him on the sidewalk. Didn't say two words, but move, sir. Move, sir. I ain't doing a and the rest of his sentence came out his mouth in the air.
And instead, what you
He's
call
not a
it?
talker.
What you call that talk? Staticking. He was staticking.
I
Staticking.
don't know what it was. I don't know what it was, but yeah, he's not a talker. And and because he's not a talker, he's not gonna listen to nobody else talk. I mean, especially when it comes to talking crap. He's not gonna do it.
That's how my
Period.
husband is. That's
Mm-hmm.
exactly how my husband is, boy. He quiet. My husband don't even have no friends, okay?
Mhm.
Gigi
He
said
don't
Miss
even have
Frank
friends.
nothing to lose, so they will try and bait you to lose whatever you have. They
Yeah.
don't.
Yep.
That's true. That's true. And also, Miss Gigi, in regards to that, also, some people do have something to lose. But a lot of times they think they are smarter than you, so they think they can trick you out of your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And they keep this. A lot of times they got something to lose. They just think they're smarter than you, that they're going to handle it this way and leave you that way. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got to be aware of that too. Down south said the sad part, we live in a world where today we need to be watching our backs from the counterparts. If you know what I mean, vote, vote. Absolutely. I'm with it down south.
Cause
I'm
all these
with it.
crack babies, these women had all these crack babies, baby, and they don't give a darn no more.
They don't. Truthfully, said the thing is because Facebook was tested and spared just today. Her narrative is that no one was really at her. Shaking my head. Candy Kisses says, Miss V, it's really about that life. They better leave folk alone. Hey, if you know, you know. And if you don't know, you'll find out.
Hey, Miss C got Felicia cousin on her side.
Mm, wow. See what I mean by it's gone too far? That's just
Mm-hmm.
crazy. There you go. Hanging with Miss D says certain ones feel they can say anything to anybody because they have
Mm-hmm.
gotten away with things to certain people and got away with it. Little
Mm-hmm.
squirrel said, find out. But you're right. Hanging with Miss D. I'm a big believer that you teach people how to treat you.
Mm-hmm.
You teach people how to treat you. Because if they think they can handle you a certain kind of way, that's exactly what they're going to do. That's exactly what they're going to do.
This ain't number in streets, internet, YouTube. Them ain't number YouTube stragglers over there. Cause
Helen Hunt said, if someone is tricking anyone at a big age, where is the lesson?
I'm telling you, I just got called the old ass lady. I don't know why you in this mess. Okay, the same
Yeah.
people who talking, y'all the same age I am. So what is you talking about? All us in
I
our
just
50s. So
wish everybody would stop. Somebody get unalive, I'm gonna send the family some flowers. I don't care what side it's on. I'm gonna send some flowers. If they gotta go for me, I'm gonna donate some money. And I'm just being us because that's who I am. But we don't have to
hey,
go there. Everybody can just stop.
Miss White, I understand and I feel what you're saying. But certain people, it just it when you don't cross that line, I'm gonna use Amber for example, right? You know how you talk Amber down from
Sometimes,
spazzing
not
out and
always.
stuff.
Depends on
You know
what
what I
it is.
mean?
Yes, ma'am.
But you got some women you can't calm down when you don't cross that line. And then the consequences come behind that. Ain't no
That's
telling
true.
what the consequences is. And you don't,
That's
we can't say how that girl feeling because if somebody had went over there, you know what I mean, I don't think it would have been like that.
because look, sometimes, like you just said, me calming Amber down, and I said sometimes, all the time I can't, right? And then
Right.
sometimes Amber know I'm gonna talk her down. So you know what she'll do? Hang up on me. Amber hang up
Uh-huh.
on me. She won't even let me get my sentence out. She will hang up on me so fast. I'm like, oh shucks. There she go. And then it's a wrap. I can
And you
always
know,
calm her down.
if that
She'll
girl
hang
did
up.
want to do something to her, if that
She
girl
know
did
it.
want to do something to her, if she say she a gangster, Miss White, she say she a gangster. She live this
Who said
life,
that?
right?
Who?
Felicia. Felicia.
Oh,
She say she a gangster. She lived this life. But guess what she was doing? Sitting on camera, sitting on the camera with her back to the door, with the door wide open.
Amber, where you at? Come back, Amber, for a second. Hold on, y'all.
Because if she wanted to do something to her, she could have did it last night. Easily. A gangster will. My email.
I just came screaming for her. Screaming for when she said she felt she was going up her head off. What's the two Lord? So I'm trying
She'll blow up her head off.
Loretta and Amber.
And she need to stop all that threatening shit. I mean, excuse me, miss. Excuse me.
Who's that on
They
the
need to stop
phone?
her. They need to stop all that there. Man, they need to stop that, man. That's why that girl coming after her.
What's your email address?
I'm seeing that. But I used to try to stop Amber a whole lot, but I had stopped. And I'm just gonna be honest, guys. I'm just gonna be honest. I really
It's in my
stopped
inbox.
all together with trying to stop Amber whenever I got my own dose. When people started saying, I better hope lupus don't kill me. This be too old to be in this shit. She needed somebody trying to save herself. Lupus gonna take her ass out. I mean, they was saying it relentless. Like I was hearing it so much. And I didn't try to I didn't stop trying to stop Amber because of what they were saying about me as some kind of get back, but I stopped because I now at that point knew what it felt like to be haggled by somebody on the internet that wasn't bold enough to show themselves mighty and strong enough to face you. Y'all, when I tell you that's a horrible, horrible feeling. Now, let's say, for instance, Auntie, if you said that to me, I'm going to be mad all the same and all of that. But at least I know kind of what I'm dealing with or who I'm dealing with, right? But to get those kind of insults from people that you can't even begin to imagine what they look like, smell like, talk like, you know, they assaulting you with their thumbs. That's a horrible feeling. And at that moment is when I stopped trying to stop Amber. And it won't about her being right or wrong or any of that. I just could not experience the feeling that she was getting. I felt what she was feeling. And maybe that was their goal to make me feel the same way. But it worked. I felt it. And it's a bad feeling. It's a really bad feeling. And I said, "Ooh, God, I see why she's going off the way she is." Shoot.
Mhm.
I understood at that point. I understood at that point. Yeah, we've been out here quite a minute. It's 9 o'clock. And I have to go love on my man, honey. I have to give my hubby quality time. And I don't mean just always in a sexual way. We court one another. We love one another. We um express the end of our day to one another, you know. Did you have a good day or bad day? What did you do? What happened? You know. So special case says AD don't never come back to life until some mess surface and then she insert herself. Well, Killer Heart said, to be
And,
honest, I don't mind if you attack me.
and that's what they don't did, Miss White. For real.
Who she
They don't
attacked? She attacked.
insert.
Wait a minute.
She don't she don't told that
She attacked Killer
she
Heart?
gonna she gonna honor live. Well, I can't say what she said, but
Yeah.
she said to me it's unalive to me.
So she'll shoot her brains out.
You heard that? You heard that, Miss
Oh
White?
God.
Mm.
Mhm.
And she keep on saying that to that girl. But she said that to Upper and Retta just now.
And Amber.
And Amber. That's the type shit keep shit going.
They are live now saying that.
You know what I mean? They need to just leave. You two, I wish you two just
Ask
shut
them
down.
in the background not to. Yeah, ask them not to repeat it because I don't want to get anybody riled up.
Yeah.
That's foolishness.
He
Miss
said this
Rosanette said, check and chew. I just realized you get messed
color
up to
up
the
for
point you don't remember half of the stuff you said for the people panel you been on when saying stuff, and I won't say their name. I get it. I get it.
That's
Wow.
that's
But you so
that's why
right, Miss
she
Rosanette.
upset.
report.
And my heart
Yep.
goes out to people because if they would have drilled my daughter like that, baby, I'm telling you, I would have been at their house. They wouldn't even know I was coming. I would have been at their house
Special case, and that's
about
why
my
you have been
child.
misunderstood as well. Yeah. But it's okay. I came in with pure intentions. I never tried to hurt anybody. I talked to
You did
several,
what
several,
you're supposed
several
to
people.
do.
Nobody can say I've ever repeated anything that they've said to me. I hold it. I hold even the people who has fell out with me, don't like me no more, or any of that. They know that I know some deep things, and I've never said a word. That's what kind of person I am.
I just don't
That's what
like
kind of
I don't like us women going through crazy stuff like this because everybody is grown in different states and everything. It just seems like I just want all of us to get along. I love all y'all. Y'all, I love everybody like a family. You know what I
yeah.
mean? I might get mad at a couple of content creators sometimes, but I eventually go back and talk. You know what I mean? But
You have to. That's what family do. You know, families fall out. You fall out with a
you
family
know,
member, you can laugh for a little while, but you're going back to it.
we are family over here. Even though we wasn't talking about her. We was talking at her so she can straighten up and stop lying.
Well, I'm not gonna
You
talk
know what I
about
mean?
nobody. I'm just not gonna do it. I don't talk about nobody. I got too many on my own problems for somebody to talk about me.
No, no, I was talking about the saga. I'm saying that's how
Yeah.
it all started,
Yeah.
off this saga. I don't even know how I got this far.
Sister, Miss Judy said booty, 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 booty rocking everywhere.
I know where she got
You can
that
see
from.
my booty. I had the camera kind of up. I'm gonna show y'all what I was doing.
Healing Hearts of this like I love your takes on subjects different. 100. I love it. And then my brain be all over the place, child. They were insulting Healing Hearts.
I was
Am
spray
said she's
painting.
making threats. I'm calling the police. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I'm gonna end this live, y'all, so I can try to talk to Amber and get her thoughts together. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Mm-mm-mm.
I love y'all. And like I said, I can't see the chat when I'm like, because I need to watch Sissy. Sometimes she lose volume. Sometimes also I need to see what's going on with her and the panel. But I love y'all. Um,
I
Love
love
you too,
y'all too.
I
baby.
Man. It's 160 people in this chat right now. Don't y'all be no stranger. Come back and see us. You hear? Come on at the gov, okay? Don't come up here when y'all think we're doing a giveaway because the ones we advertise, only the ones we advertise. We do them all the time. So you never know what you're going to get over here because we like a box of chocolates, okay? We like a
Mhm.
box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. We have not been going live steadily, but I have one more session in therapy and then I'll be free. I have a little more time on my hand. I start to slow down some when the weather changes, like so I can get back on board, but like we're supposed to be. Lux Pearl says, "Blessed beyond measure." That's the whole thing. If they understood accountability, it's no way they can only pinpoint Amber. That's it. There's a lot of mental kids with trauma in this internet. Candy Kissy said, "Y'all crazy."
This trouble bound here, trauma bound. Well, you end up in trauma
Mhm.
from the
Mm.
internet street.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? She said, "I take mental breaks now. If I'm not live myself, I have limited myself to the weekend for the most part. I might slip up here and there, but that's why y'all don't see Miss White hanging out like that no more. Because it's just too much. It's just too
It is.
much. I can't do it.
Just,
I can't do it.
just for me being a what you call a supporter. Man,
Hmm.
I'm gonna let this jump go over my head.
Yeah, it is best. And I feel
It
so much better doing it, Lux Pearl. I do. I do. And wherever they at, doing all that threatening and boy, I want to go up there with a bottle of holy oil and just start slinging it.
Mhm.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
let them
They
spirits
need
pull up.
they need more than holy. They need more than that, Miss White. That ain't gonna help them.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna
Miss
help them.
Judy,
They need more than that. I don't know
cool.
where they are.
Yeah, it's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. I got a catering job to do Sunday for this local chapter of the retired NFL Association. I got to do that Sunday, so Saturday and Sunday I'll be prepping. I might try to sneak a live in between here.
My birthday Sunday.
Oh,
Happy birthday, Scorpio season.
That's
And
too hot.
you know we hot headed, Miss White. You know it.
I hate that that happened to you, Healing Hearts. I really do.
What happened to Healing Heart? She
She
got
got told
threatened
off.
or cussed out. Mm,
I don't know exactly what happened, but she just said that somebody went off on her across the highway over there.
mm.
All right, guys, I really got to go because it's time for us to do breakdown sessions in the house, and then I got to live up on the hood. So, thank everybody for your
You already
time.
know cook, Miss White.
No, I
You
didn't cook. We're eating leftovers, and yes, we do eat leftovers over here. Yesterday, I made a roast and some potatoes with green beans and cornbread and corn, fried crazy corn, and yeah, we eat leftovers.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, I just don't eat them, But my
you know,
husband do.
You can get
I'm
you
one
certain
of
can
them
things,
spoiled brats.
something I
It's
won't,
like
something.
I'm one of them
Mm-mm.
spoiled brats. I
It's
say
only
my
certain
mama
things
eat
that I'll eat leftover, not everything. It's only certain things.
and
Yeah.
turkey. I don't even eat turkey no more. Period.
Mm.
Boy, when we were little, we used to have on Thanksgiving, we had turkey 5 days after Thanksgiving. We had
She was
turkey
saying, oh,
sandwiches.
we supposed to be doing that. She said, idea, maybe y'all can pick a dish to cook on live and people cook the same dish on the panel. Discuss your different cooking methods. And that was our start, but we couldn't get nobody to join in. But Queen Steph, she said that she would come on our live and cook with us. So she'll be our first guest cook. So yeah. She said we just did BLT with the homemade garlic spread and white rose with the butter with little girl. Mm. All right, yeah, I really gotta go. I gotta get my little ones tucked in. I got to do the prayers and all that stuff because we typically don't do no Monday lives, but I thought this was important. So
All
I
right.
want to tell you, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Don't one thing, guys, before we go, put in the chat for me, please. Amberism. Y'all remember hashtag Amberism. One thing before we go. Let's take the chat out with hashtag Amberism. Hashtag Amberism. It's just expiration date on that turkey. But listen, she said it's an expiration date on your turkey, girl.
On what?
Amberism. Yeah, we did. We started, but we don't now because of lack of participation. Amberism. Oh, that's a great idea. Miss Judy said, drop a positive word for everyone. I'll start. You started with strength. I'm going to say,
She say start with what now?
positive word. Type one positive word in the chat.
Brilliant.
Look at it. Confidence, wit, power. Strength was the first one. Beautiful. Confidence. Oh, I'm loving it, y'all. Keep it coming. I love it.
Enthusiastic.
All right. She said enthusiasm. Yes. Empathetic. Boy, if we all had a little bit of empathy, huh? Humor, discernment. Look at that. I like that. We might have to do this every day. Upper say resilience. Yeah, the positivity. Hilarious. Sisterhood. Togetherness. Did I say that already? Did I miss something? Destined. Knowledgeable. Discernment. Oh, yeah.
Dynasty.
Dynamic. Hallelujah, girl. The highest praise. Blessed. Peace. Open hearted.
Protect your peace.
Blessed. Y'all don't know y'all filling me up. Y'all really don't know. Honest. Kindness. Did anybody say encourage? I'm gonna put it in there if they didn't. Encourage.
Truth.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that.
Healing. Oh no, it's the children's bread. Healing is the children's bread. Mm-hmm. Generous.
Javoh.
Creative. Woo, y'all loving. Mm.
Actual, what's it called?
Tenacious. Help. Motivational. Lord Jesus. All right. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end the live. I love each and every one of you guys, and we hope to see you all on Wednesday. Okay. Thank
All
y'all so
right.
much. I'm not making the live so big, but I really, 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 truly appreciate each and every one of you guys. And until next time, try to treat everybody else the way you want. Good night.